So our zany group here. Well, let me just tell you the recap, and we'll jump in. Our zany group here, known as the R.A.T.S, those who rage against the storm, are trying to stop the arcane cataclysm, which is raging over the Anorok Desert within the Forgotten Realms, the Sword Coast. That's our setting. They have gone through an entire campaign's length and have the means to stop the Shadow Scourge afflicting the city of Brass, a mote of shadow held by the High Priestess of the Raven Queen, Cacophony. And they are now back in the city of Brass, having taken refuge within Hashin, his old mentor's home, a water genasi ambassador to the fire genies, the Ifriti, within the city of Brass. Having taken refuge within his home, they have been told by Mengobar, the water genasi.
That hurts so much.
Yeah,
Chairs with arms.
I can tell.
I almost flipped the table.
Did you hit him in the funny bone?
He got
No,
his
he
finger
pinched
between the arms.
Is it
That's
still there? Is the tip still there?
No, you lost
gone.
it. You lost your finger.
There are other tips that could have hurt more.
Too early, man.
Your pinky toe.
Too early.
What were you thinking about?
Too early.
Well, I don't know.
It is only 10 minutes into this stream. You gotta pace yourself.
Molly, are you really one to be talking?
Thunder,
You announced like a week ago
thunder.
you're having another kid.
So?
There's only one way to get that.
We're making tip metaphors now, apparently. All right, that wasn't the tip I was talking about.
Tip your
believe
waiters
me?
and waitresses.
Do you believe me? All right, where was I?
Yeah, we're gonna put this here.
City of Brass, Shadow Moat. Now they need to get through the waves of shadow creatures, which are continuing to press against the armies of the Sultan, who are trying to hold out within the City of Brass. The shadows they've learned, taken over about 2/3 of the city. And they are within a sector, having teleported in from the Feywild, in a sector deep behind the shadowy lines of Shar, the goddess of darkness, and one who is allied with the Void, a creature, the realm of a creature who they only know as the Old One, the Deep One, the Malevolent. They've been told that if they go back to the Emberheart mansion, the manor of fire giants who reside in this sector of the city, that there is a hidden underground passageway to the long castle, the southern barracks of the Illuminated, the city guard within the City of Brass, that is still connected back to the furnace, which is the political epicenter. It's where the Charcoal Palace resides for the Sultan within the City of Brass. And so, with their directive given, they are seeking to return to the Sultan and discuss how they can seek to end the scourge of the shadow with the moat they possess, so that the Sultan would send them back to the Anorok Desert so that they can face their final showdown with the cloud giants that are causing this massive arcane storm within the Sword Coast. So there's our overall story and the synopsis. So much in between, but that's okay. You don't need to know more. So as you all awake from your long rest within the hidden room within the estate of Mengobar, the Aquafire Estuary, as it's referred, you are in a secret chamber within the Whispering Grotto, his meditation chamber, and have obtained a conch by which you can communicate. You don't know how frequently or how able Mengobar is able to communicate, but with Mengobar, this conch of planar tides. And you are now formulating your plan or having any other conversation you wish to have before you strike off to seek out the Emberheart Manor and the secret passage that lies within.
Point of order.
Point of order.
We also got a magical vial of water,
You did? Yep. You got
And a
the
compass.
compass of tides,
which points to the nearest body of water.
points to the nearest body of water.
Is that going to screw us up with the, like, it just keeps pointing to the bottom?
Down.
Bottle of water, right there. It's right there.
So,
Doesn't count.
yes, it's not the nearest source of water, it is the nearest body of water.
Gotcha.
So a magical source like the Tear of Vivon Rana, which Ray, our storm giant adolescent, carries, is not going to throw off the compass of tides.
That would be funny.
Yes.
Would a water genasi throw it off? Because they are a body of water.
Stop. Just stop.
That was good
And
though. I
the
like
magical bottle of water basically just, it never runs out.
Yeah, it's essentially a, for all intents and purposes, it's a less projectile version of a, what's that magic item called that does that?
I think it's called like fire hose.
Yeah, the magical fire
Projectile.
hose. There's a
Yeah.
font of water
Yeah.
item. It's an uncommon item. I can't. The name escapes
It
me.
does like waterfall or something.
Someone
like
in the
that.
chat will put it in there, I'm sure.
Something about a canteen, right?
Yeah, it's like something like a canteen or a vial or a plume or something like that. But it's essentially does not project water like that does, but it will produce an endless supply of water.
Cool. Okay. Sorry, just wanted to make sure those.
So
that
the
existed.
floor is yours.
The floor is lava.
Okay. Well, it could be here actually. Everything's on fire. So we gotta make it back to the Emberhearts.
Mhm.
Hit the
Sneaky.
railroad.
No, not sneaky.
The railroad.
That's what I'm doing to you. I'm railroading you to the end.
I was thinking you said an underground passage, so I was thinking underground railroad. And that's
Swing low.
yeah. So yeah, we gotta make our way back to Giga Chad, right? Is that the guy? What was his name? The big devil.
I thought it was Giga Chad.
Right.
You ruined all my names.
Well, I can't help it. You make him sound like a...
Shigar Hijad.
Oh, there you go.
Clearly.
Sounds a lot cooler than
Are you
Giga Chad.
Giga Chad?
No, who's that?
Shigar Hijad.
Yeah.
The Pit Fiend General.
Giga.
Within Jigar. Jigar Hijad.
Cigar. Jed.
Got it.
You guys, I hate you. Giga Sha'ad.
That's what it is. Oh.
So
It's just funny that you're making devils just vain. Vain creatures. That's funny.
So I would vote sneaky unless we see like one of those shadow people by himself and then see the tier, what the tier does and how to use it.
You mean the
Shadow
shadow
monk?
one?
Yes.
It would probably be good for us to know exactly how that thing works before we just, I don't know, waltz into battle.
I agree. So maybe like just
Yeah,
pick
probably.
off one.
Or, I don't know, talk to your patron.
Oh yeah, we could take a couple minutes.
I should do that.
I would honestly feel way more good about what we're about to do.
Same. Yes.
What are we about to do?
Is there a place where I can like go off?
Yeah, you can certainly.
Quietly, like
With the estuary is empty. There were
Okay.
no threats within.
yes.
You're off in a secret passage within the meditation chamber, which already is kind of off to the side. You can go into the elemental nexus, the central kind of area, if you wish, and there's lots of room within there if you wanted to just kind of be alone to commune with
Yeah.
the Raven
I'd
Queen.
like to do that
Okay, very
because
good.
so far, all I know about the mode of shadow is I have Shadow of Moyle. I think that's what it's called. And that's the only thing I've been able to do with it.
Yep.
So, I'd like to know more about how to use it.
All right. So you engage in a meditative ritual to go before the Raven Queen, and you know that given that her domain is essentially one of death, of passing from life to death and then into the beyond, which you also know that the plane of shadow, no, the shadow fell,
Yes.
which is different than the plane of shadow, to be clear. The shadow fell has been attacked by Shar, and you don't know to the extent with which the Raven Queen is able to act, able to move, affected by Shar, etc., etc. But you did obtain the mode of shadow from the shadow fell prior to it being overrun by Shar.
Yes.
Be careful, the voice you don't hear is Char.
Oh goodness.
Why did you even... I guess it's smart, but
Yeah.
Pretty tricky.
that's terrifying.
Yes.
She's only fooled us a couple times.
And you know that the best way to commune with the Raven Queen is to essentially enter into a feigned death.
A cough.
That's fair.
And so oftentimes her temples are filled with coffins that people would crawl into to seek to commune with her, or into a dark space which is symbolic of the darkness of death. So you spy within the elemental nexus a portion that is in deeper shadow from the rest. The flickering lights of the fiery willow tree kind of playing over this space, and you go within and you kind of perch yourself on an outcropping that is there and close your eyes and begin to enter into this meditative trance of unlife, which you have learned. Please go ahead and roll a religion check. You can use your wisdom modifier for this roll, or actually your charisma modifier.
Thank you.
16.
16.
Oh, nice.
As you enter into the trance, the sounds around you slowly begin to fade as you find yourself entering into the vacuous darkness of death. And you are concentrating and calling out to your patron, the Raven Queen. How do you call to her? And what are you specifically asking and putting before her?
So I would start first by, well, thanking her for getting us this far, for saving me the last time, because I think maybe the last time I spoke to her was when I was in purgatory.
No, it was advice for dealing with the second son.
Yes.
That's right. Yes. So yeah, I forgot about that. So thank you
Unless I
for
was
her advice, and
Maybe that's why it didn't work.
I think just spending some time thinking through and I guess walking through what's next for us and the importance of the shadow moat, and that we don't really know. Saying we don't know how to use this, how can I harness the power of the shadow moat and save the Shadowfell?
Okay. After a pause of silence, you hear a familiar voice, though you see nothing. You have seen previously different visages of the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
But here, in this space, you only are able to locate a voice. You feel the connection is not particularly strong. And you can't tell if that's because of the space you're in or because of the place that the Raven Queen is in and this battle that she is facing with Shar. But the voice comes through nonetheless. And she speaks to you in the familiar, low kind of tones that she speaks. Ah, you finally ask of Umbra de Mortem.
Umbra de mortem.
Something of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
It means shadow of death in Latin. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. Look it up. You, collector of memories, are one of the only that can properly utilize it. It has its direct effect as a soul is being taken into shadow upon its passing. But I don't think that you need it for these means, or are seeking to use it for the assistance of a soul passing to my realm. It does also have power over shadow in general, and as such, is something that Shah herself created.
Oof.
I took it from her. And I have co-opted it for my purposes. It is part of her hatred for me. For where she only desired night and eternal shadow, I, of course, seek to bring those through shadow to the beyond, where there may be light, peace, hope. Well, at least that's what the gods of those realms would say. It matters not to me. But in the corruption that Shah would seek to spread through the lands in which you are currently trapped, you may affect the plague with that mote. It has the power to recall the shadow, to draw it into itself. It would require a tremendous outlay of power and energy to do so, arcane and divine all the same. But it can be done, and the Sultan knows how. You must speak with him. Be ever wily as you do so, for he himself is a powerful entity, primarily foe, but in this case, he is forced to be friend, to my collector of memories, at the least. There is an alternative, of which he can also explain. It will be more difficult, however, because there will only be one way in which to do it. And that will be to actually purge, not just recall the shadow, but to purge the shadow from all flesh within the city. This could save the souls of millions, but may lose yours in the process. It is a choice you will have to make, and one that I cannot make for you. I have little time, but you may ask what questions you will.
How do I access the power to recall shadows?
You are attuned to the item. You must draw out its power. You have received through circumstance or fortune or curse, depending on how you look at it, a unique hand of death. you must use your new physiology and Umbra de Mortem's power to channel the shadow that my collector of memories has the power to influence. Back into the vacuous void. Or purge it. That is not an inward movement, it would be an outward movement of power. Hence the risk to yourself. One draws in, one expels out. The Sultan will know how to explain the rest.
Where do we find the Sultan?
Mengubar has told you so. Get to the Long Castle.
Okay.
And if the castle holds out, which it should, at least if you hasten your steps, you will be able to get to the Sultan.
Is there anything we should say to him so that he knows that we're friends and not foe?
Well, do be honest, for he knows what you have already done.
So he knows we're coming.
No, I don't think he knows yet. But he knows of you rats and your rascally, rapscallion ways with
yeah.
they in Scarlet, as well as the Emerald Caldera, and even your giant friend poking around with, that interesting little fish within the wastes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All of them arrayed against the Sultan, and all of whom you have had dealings with. You've unleashed 2 of the seals, weakening his power, and ultimately you slew the Mask of Silver, which unleashed this threat.
Wasn't that by force though?
Yeah,
We
kind of.
had to. He enslaved us.
I put that one on him.
I imagine your inner being is trying to defend yourself right now. You shall not do that in front of him.
Or what?
I will be justified.
He's gonna kill us and die himself? Come on.
Heed my words, collector of memories. And perhaps you'll live. Or join me in death. And with that, the epic music ends.
So does the conversation.
I think.
And
don't
you
think I have any more
feel
questions.
like she has concluded what she has had to say to you.
Okay.
You slowly come back to your senses, hearing the slow burn of the lava and the water in the nexus around you, and you make your way back to the place of rest in which your friends have remained.
And I would explain to them what I heard. I'm not gonna.
So how are we supposed to ask the Sultan for how to use this if we're not supposed to tell him that we have the moat of shadow? Or are we supposed to tell him now? Didn't someone else say not to tell him?
We were
Mengelbar?
not. We were not supposed to tell the pit fiend.
Correct.
Jigara
Oh, not the Sultan.
Yes.
Okay.
Cards have to
Yes.
go on the table in front of the Sultan.
Okay.
Otherwise, we all die.
Okay.
So,
Well, and I think he kind of knows.
and apparently
What
we
we
have
have.
to play it deferential
Mm-hmm.
when we get there because we kind of did. We made this harder for ourselves.
Surprise.
Anyone
surprise.
else seen that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, and neither was this guy, so
It's true.
Yeah, Vex was there though.
I was there in spirit, I guess.
So you're
Literally.
the Sultan doesn't know that. Maybe just he and I go and talk to him. And we don't have to talk about any of that stuff.
Make sure
I-
you cover the back of your neck up.
Oh. Okay, just you then.
If I am to understand you correctly, you should be the one to talk to him.
Yeah, seems that way.
We can all just stand in the back and nod for help actions.
Perhaps bow.
So if we're gonna go sneaky during the rest that we got, did anyone get to prepare the spell that lets us be really extra sneaky?
Oh, you mean pass without a trace?
I don't know what it's called.
I don't
My
know.
one friend would always Killian. He would always do it, and he never told me what it was called though. But it really helped when we were being loud, especially me or other people.
Everyone looks at you in the armor.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Carissa has access to
I
that
could take
spell.
my
either.
armor off.
I don't believe she
I don't
does.
think
Oh,
so.
okay.
As a cleric,
Doesn't.
that's a ranger spell, druid spell,
I did not
and
take it.
some.
Well, can you prepare it? Because we
I-
had a long rest.
I don't know.
Yeah, you as a ranger are able to change your spells, prepare different ones, I believe.
Well, then let me take a gander.
Can you prepare it, or so he doesn't have to get rid of
He-
his spite?
I don't know
Wizard,
it.
I think,
Smite?
Won't have
can
to
learn
get rid
that,
of
but
He has not.
He is not.
Okay.
No one's taught.
Okay.
I don't know if I actually have it at my level yet.
Okay.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Woohoo.
Bang! Not taking it. No, wait up. Let me.
We'll
see
just
here.
fight the whole way. We'll
Oh.
get to see how the
No,
moat works.
I got one. I got one I can remove.
Is that teenage angst coming from?
Yeah, that's one of those like almost have always prepared spells.
Meh. Hasn't been useful yet.
Okay.
There it is.
Kind of
It's
like
in
Misty Step.
Kind of.
Nah.
there. You know, you brought it to my attention. I did work on it
Oh.
while we were resting.
Okay, nice.
I can now pass this.
I think
without
that
a
will be
trace.
really helpful.
Whatever. I guess calm emotion could be too, huh? Here we go.
Probably. I mean, those shadows seem really angry.
Yeah.
Just calm emotions on them. They'll just melt.
What do I look like, a bard to you?
I worked
Never
with a
again.
bard. Calm emotions came in very much handy.
You say that now, and then you tell me, I'm thinking about playing a bard again.
Because I should.
And then I tell you,
And
what
I
are
hate
you?
everything
are
about
you
it.
Dumb. What?
I
the-
hate everything about it. Matthew, when are you going to learn that I am a human being and I often work against my own self-interest?
Yes, you bear the name Overcomplicator, just like the rest of us.
Well, because this time will be different.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yep. All right. Well, let's get outside, and then maybe I wait to cast it when it looks like we need to, or how long does this work? I haven't really cast it in a long time.
I think it was like 10. No, it was
It's
more
up
than
to
10
an
minutes.
hour. How long do you think?
Well, you know the terrain the best.
Yeah.
you're certainly within an hour of you maybe a mile away from the Emberheart.
But how
Manor.
about from Emberheart to the Long Castle?
You have no idea, since it's an underground passage.
Yeah, but I mean, if we were on above ground, it's not like
As the crow
as the
flies.
crow flies, as the phoenix soars.
swords. Yeah. Yeah. Because you did mention it's there in the
Yeah,
distance.
you think you
Like-
would be able to get there within an hour on a straight line.
Okay.
for sure.
I'm assuming they didn't do something stupid and like immediately you go backwards. Hard right.
You
the
know what
whole
they
time.
say about assumptions.
Makes an ass out of you. I don't spell it right.
Asu.
All right. How about we first try to see if we can get to the Emberhearts before I cast it? If things look hairy, then I'll cast it.
Okay.
It's,
I don't mind fighting. You guys know me.
I mean, it's pretty simple. I can
Well-
cast it whenever.
Do we want
Okay.
to try to purge the shadows as well?
The
The shadows?
Well, I was thinking maybe like sneaky, and then if we see one by himself, then go and be like, purge.
Purge. All
I
right.
could use the practice.
All right, fair.
Yeah,
Let's
just
do
see
it.
how it works.
Yeah. Now, here's a question though. Like, what if you purge the chateau, and like a person pops out? Is that their worst nightmare? Putting
Oh.
them back into this,
Calm emotions would be really, really handy then.
or should we just end their misery? Make
I
it look
don't
as if
think
they
that-
No,
never
I
existed.
don't want to kill innocence.
What do you think we just did with those 3 shadows in the alleyway back there?
I didn't realize shadows possessed people. I thought they were just shadows. Shadows possess people?
They do here.
Well, then I feel really bad.
Let's just see what happens
Let's try to purge them.
and go from there.
Okay. All right, let's go.
All right.
Good thing Winky wasn't there. He would have killed us all.
Poor Winky.
You make your way, after having taken a long rest, out of the Aquafire estuary, back onto the streets of the city of Brass. The heat immediately begins to cause the perspiration to flow, and the smell of ash and smoke fills your nostrils. I presume someone will take a perception check as you begin to...
I'll perceive.
I'll take it if you want.
Well, we
Two-
can both
two of you
perceive.
can.
I'll look left, you look right.
Okay.
24.
Yay. 21.
You look left, you look right, and right down the center.
No peripheral vision at all.
You do see, as you look down the pathway
Okay.
to the end of the intersection, each of you see what looks to be a patrol that walks by. Not at the same time, but as you look and take it in, you see kind of the end of one walking, what looks to be another one of those shadowy mastiffs, dog, with one of the living shadows kind of walking behind it as it passes, and it's going in the direction away from you towards the west, and that is also, by the way to the Emberheart. Down the right side, you see what looks to be a trio of living shadows, not walking past the roadway, but down the roadway, just further away from you.
So they're both walking away.
They're both walking away, though you both see them and immediately surmise that
There.
there's more patrols now than there were before. So, important to be sneaky now.
I'm not going to cast it. All right. We just look at each other and like, yeah, okay. All right. I don't remember how to do this.
He claps.
All the patrols come running to us.
It's weird. He does clap, and what otherwise would have made a sound,
Oh, I like that.
there's no sound.
Nice.
As if his spell just silenced everything, almost a silent spell, but it affects all of you who remain within 10 feet of Hashin for the next hour, can add 10
30
to
feet.
their stealth rolls. 30 feet. I sit corrected.
Nice.
So please, everyone, roll a stealth check. I will roll.
Plus 10.
I will roll for Celine.
Oh, that's good.
24.
21.
I am sitting at a plus 23.
I crit failed with Celine.
I got a
5.
32.
I also crit fail.
Oh,
Okay, that's 2 crit fails.
I got a 32.
Wait. Did you do pass without trace?
You did.
Add 10.
So 15 I got.
Yep. And Celine technically would be at 14, which are 2 fails. What'd you get?
32.
24.
32.
I had 21.
Okay, so collectively you tie. It's 4 failures and 4 successes. And
no crits.
you do make it through
Ooh.
with...
That was way too close, guys. What the hell?
And so the way that looks is you start going down the left passageway.
Oh,
You come
no.
to the intersection,
I have to
and
roll again. I didn't roll with disadvantage. Sorry.
Why?
he still has
Because I
disadvantage.
still have armor.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So 20 or 19. So they're not too bad.
Okay, that's still a success, but not by much. So you had a 9 plus 10.
Huh?
You rolled a 9.
No, I rolled a 13. How did I work that out? I have 13 minus No, I'm sorry, 21.
Okay, that's better. You get to the intersection, and I presume that
I would be
Hashin
going.
is at the head, and you get there, and behind you is Celine, who's trying to pay attention, but while she's keeping her eyes up and looking ahead, she does not see the rubble that you step over. She begins to stumble and trip on it, falling forward into the intersection. You see her in time and catch her as she's kind of about
Impossible?
to crash. Yeah, and you're kind of like back of the armor, Mission Impossible style. She stops and looks up at you, and you just kind of pull her up. And at all of that, at the same time, Anthony has to stop and trips as well, and Ray catches him and keeps him upright.
Thanks.
You
I'm sorry, I was looking at my book.
continue quickly through the intersection and
Roll again.
into an alleyway, and you make it through the first section of this trek back. There is one more section in which you need to go. I need 2 more perception checks, and then I'm going to need a collective stealth check once more. That took, by the way, about 20 minutes, okay, of time.
Wow.
right.
Continue.
16.
16.
Crit fail.
Okay. You stop paying attention. You're just like, I don't even care. I need to
He's
focus
holding up
on
his armor.
I'm
I need to
focusing
focus
my
on
armor
being
because-
stealthy. I need to stay. Don't clank. You do see what looks to be one of those non-patrolling shadows perched on the corner of the building ahead. It is by itself, singular, and does not notice your group. You have successfully evaded its gaze, but it is on a perch looking out.
Towards us or
Not
away?
unlike the previous one that you used your phantom
Yeah, light.
unseen servant to distract.
Is it looking at us or away from us?
No, you're kind of like almost underneath it. It's not directly above you, but like on the same building as you, off to the other corner of the building, kind of like looking out, if you can picture that.
Okay, cacophony. How are you at climbing?
Well, it might. I can do a lot of the tier stuff from range. So
And maybe I could
What
try
if
from
you-
here.
Yeah, what if you practice your recall?
Yeah.
Shadow recall right where
From
we
here?
are.
Yeah.
Okay, hey,
it
try
might be ranged.
Yeah, maybe you don't have to be up on them.
Yeah.
That would be super useful.
Is there a location to hide the rest of us?
You are in the kind of an alleyway, the side alleyway. You are
So we are, okay.
you are effectively hidden.
Because if she is climbing, I don't want her to go by herself.
I would go with her for Pass Without the Trace, and you guys would just hunker.
Okay.
When
So
I've
try
used
it
my
for
hand
range.
in the past, I haven't had to actually touch. It's been at a range.
Go ahead, reach out and
I'm
touch
gonna
us.
try to recall the shadow, bring it in.
Okay. So as you reach forth, you recall what the Shadow Queen told you,
You have to push out.
and you kind of pull back your bone hand,
Did he say shadow?
and instead you kind of almost on like as if you're touching almost like the bridge of your nose,
Yeah.
kind of like third eye type of a thing. And you reach forth with your other hand, and as you do, your hand begins to emit 5 points of darkness. And you feel that you can either extend that out
Okay.
or you can draw in. And you were
was-
told the extending outward is the more dangerous one
Yeah.
because it is purging and expelling. Drawing in is the safer one for you, but would not save the soul of the one inhabited.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
You have to make an omelet. You have to crack a couple of eggs.
So you're saying pull in? or push out.
I'm saying crack that egg up there and pull it in.
Okay, that's what I was going to do because I don't want to expend too much energy in the situation we're in and not having done that before. So my instinct was to pull in.
Okay. So, you are essentially making a... You have the choice how you do this. With drawing in, it has to make a saving throw against you, just so you know mechanically.
Okay.
With expelling out, you essentially are making an attack against it.
Okay.
With your charisma and your proficiency and your religion all added together.
Interesting.
I have an idea. This one we crack. The next one we save so we know both ways.
Okay.
Sound
So
good?
this one has to make a save against your spell save plus your religion.
Should be pretty high.
Sorry, what save?
Your
Spell
spell save DC, which is your charisma
You
plus...
had that backwards, by the way.
Oh, in my notes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't matter. Spell save DC. Where's your spell save?
Should be in your spells.
Go to spells. Breaks them, pushing out would save them.
Yeah.
I thought when the Raven
So
Queen
it would
explained
be
it,
a
it was drawing them into
16
her.
plus your religion,
Never mind.
which is 2. So an 18 is the save.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. That took
We'll
a lot to
roll,
figure out.
roll my save.
11.
That is an 11.
Yay.
And so
Aha.
as you reach forth, the 5 points of darkness begin to grow in size and meld into one giant, almost sphere of void shadow energy. And in one swift clench of your fist, you draw it inward. And when it does, all of the shadows around the creature coalesce all at once, and it just gets drawn in. And
That's pretty
you
cool.
you do
Into what?
you
Okay.
do
It's with the
50
Jabberwock.
points of essentially shadow damage to it.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
And that is more than its hit point total, and therefore it is absorbed in, and it simply ceases to be.
So
Got
in the bigger guys, it might take a couple
Just
times.
never existed.
Well, I mean, it existed, but it doesn't anymore.
Got it.
And you now feel the power in the mote of shadow, and so just mark down 1 charge.
Oh boy. All right. That worked really well. Do you feel any different?
That particular power seems a little bit, pardon the pun, shady to me.
Yeah. Like, do you feel drunk with power? Or like maybe you have different voices floating through your head?
A little tingly.
All right. Like you licked a 9-volt battery?
Yeah.
I guess we can deal with that. That worked really well, and that scares me. So, I guess we keep moving and save
Just so you know, mechanically, you can do that against a shadow creature. If it fails a save, it takes the damage. If it's not enough to kill it, it just takes the damage, and
Okay,
it's not
that's-
absorbed.
Yeah.
How many of those
makes
does
sense.
she have?
You don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
5.
Definitely, she wouldn't.
So
Raven
she's
Queen definitely wouldn't tell her.
Till she's filled with the evil power of destroying souls.
Yeah.
She is a phylactery turning into a. Ugh.
Lich.
I just think we'd be careful. We now know that one worked really well. Okay,
And we're still gonna try next one.
Spirits.
maybe,
Tough.
Pushing out.
maybe, because who knows? Maybe you only have 2 a day.
How would we supposed to? No, I don't
I
think
better
so.
find out now.
It has to be more than 2, or else how are we supposed to rid the shadow of anything?
The Raven Queen could just be a jerk.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Was that 5?
Fingers.
5 fingers.
She's a
Next
bird,
time
though.
it's the 4 fingers.
How many fingers do you have?
None. It's a feather hand.
No, I have
No,
hands. I have
It's
hands.
Oh. Are you like a pterodactyl and you only have 3?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Well, if we do it
Just
again
says
and only
hands.
4 come
The
out,
description is hands.
that would
Let's see. Teenage
kind
Mutant
of
Ninja
convert
Turtles.
it,
The penguin.
confirm it.
All right.
Just say you have 7 fingers.
Jokes. I'm a Key West cat.
Also, a lot of magic items work in that realm. In order to power its ultimate ability, you've got to use its minor ability multiple times.
It's what I'm wondering.
And so,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps the charge up has to take place to purge.
that's
It's
also
possible.
what I'm. It's one of 2 ways.
Well, we gotta find out.
We're either using it and losing it on things we shouldn't.
I'm glad I don't have it. I'd have 40 souls in it right now already.
Us included.
Oh, here's the question: would that work on the ones that are in your hammer?
No! Why would you even suggest that?
I'm not suggesting it.
It's okay,
She could
Ollie.
purge
I'll
them.
protect you.
Oh no, I
She could purge them so they could find peace.
All right, we have to get across this green over there. Everyone ready, Manny?
Stealth.
Hey, it
I'll
was
try.
Celine that tripped last
not
time.
Habibi, no.
Never a baby.
It was Antonio that also tripped
right.
last time.
Roll your second stealth.
Oh, gee. Come on, baby.
Celine gets a 23. That succeeds.
35.
Success.
24.
31.
Success.
11.
Fail.
16.
That's with
11
your plus 10?
with your plus 10.
Oh, no. 21.
Okay.
16.
Okay, that's a fail. All the rest succeed. Because of Pass Without a Trace.
Waste of a spell.
Good job, Molly.
Yeah, good call, Molly.
I have 1 less level 2 now.
I feel like it was worth it.
As you move through a small little courtyard, which is in the relative open and was what the creature that you just absorbed was watching over specifically, you quickly move through, get to the other side without incident, and duck down another alleyway, emerging on the other side into what was formerly a bazaar, now shredded and stripped of anything of value. And at the other side of the bazaar, you see another perched kind of, again, this time looking in your direction over the bazaar, another perched on a rooftop there.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I think
On the other side of the bazaar and down the road is the Emberheart estate.
How bizarre.
Okay, so we're close.
Oh, yeah, we gotta go there.
I knew that song.
I forget what the Emberhearts had to do with this now.
We have to do the Pit Fiend.
they have the underground passage to the
That's
Long
right, yeah, okay,
Castle.
gotcha,
Or-
thank you.
right, the Long Castle?
Long Castle.
Thank you.
All right.
All
This
right.
one's clearly looking at us like we're supposed to use your ability narratively. And we did talk about trying the other one where you push out.
Maybe Celine can guidance her if she has to.
That's a great idea. Because
That-
this one's like an attack.
That works for ability checks, not attacks. I can bless her. Do you want me to use a spell
Yes.
on that?
No,
No.
maybe not
No.
blessed, but you might.
Yes, no.
I thought it was more dangerous for you.
It is.
Nah, she's probably fine.
I'm
Okay.
sure the DM would be happy to have me use bless here, but do you want me to use the
No,
bless
not bless. I was just thinking guidance.
Alright. I'm going to.
She says
Emboldening
emboldening
bond.
Is that a spell?
It's
That
an
would-
ability, right?
She says, "Oh, I can pray," and she prays, and you're bonded. And she picks herself, and she picks Hasheen, because always, and
It's rare.
she looks at Anthony, and she's like, "You've been really loud too," and she emboldening bonds you.
First time ever.
Wow, she's not even.
I think if you read
here.
the spell, it wouldn't work.
Oh, she says not Steve specifically.
I've changed my mind.
taking it.
Manny.
Oh, dang it.
I think this is my first time ever too.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
Emboldening bond, I think, works on any roll once per turn, including a stealth check.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yep.
Okay. Out. Pushing energy out.
Okay. Do you want to add the charge that you absorbed into this?
Yes.
Change your way.
Want to say
Absorb
no.
in.
I want
Now
to
that we know.
hold on to it.
Do you want to hold it?
I think so.
Okay. You decide to hold it in. You
Oh,
get
no.
the sense
You're
that
gonna damage your own
should you
soul.
have added the charge to it, it would give you another +1 to the attack,
Okay.
and it would it would multiply the damage.
Ooh, multiplicative.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
Okay, very good. The multiplication would be basically for every soul you have within, you can multiply it by that
Machine.
number.
Get ready with an arrow.
Already on it.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll, which is your attack plus your proficiency plus religion.
+8, +2, +2. I think.
Oh wow.
Scroll up. Let me just see if you're. Oh no, +8, +4, +2. So that's a +14. If you miss, you suck. Carry on.
Okay.
Well, it's your attack. No, 8 is too much. It would be your proficiency, your charisma, and religion.
Scroll up. 4 plus charisma is 8, 10 +10. Still pretty good.
Yeah.
17.
17.
17 hits. And as it does so, it does 50 points of shadow damage.
To you.
And you
Yeah.
must make a charisma save.
Okay. You have emboldening bond.
You do. That adds a
That's a
+4.
4, right?
Yep.
You can always
If
see
she
what
chooses
you
to
roll
use it.
first.
That's true.
See what you
So you
roll.
can
true.
always roll.
You're gonna crit
Roll
here anyway,
first.
so it don't matter.
You
Oh, I
You
don't
have
know
an
if it'll matter.
advantage.
You might have more rolls.
Not that it's gonna do much, but okay. So it's 6.
Did you say 6?
Yeah.
That's not the total.
Good start.
That's not the total.
That's
no.
not the total.
Good start.
6 plus 8.
Oh, 14.
Yes.
You succeed.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, good.
You feel as if
Oh, she's also.
the threat to you was...
You have +4.
Oh, okay. I have +4.
Oh.
Oh, yes, because
18.
it's a save. Oh, that's a useful combo. I didn't think of that.
Oh.
She's
Um,
gonna ride your shoulder.
Don't move away from Manny.
That should you have
Teamwork.
failed that, you would have shared in the damage.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Good to know.
50.
Okay.
Oh.
Probably half, maybe
Ouch.
25,
Hey.
35.
I doubt it.
Now that you've done them both,
Damage.
does it feel like you can?
Hold on.
tar-
Let me describe what
Oh,
happens.
more is happening.
Please. As you hit the creature, you expel the shadow energy, and you all watch as the creature that's kind of hunched and sitting there prowling, all of a sudden the shadow, like a wind, comes by and just blows it away. The shadow disappears, and there is a small, well, what looks to be half elf, hunched over, whose eyes go wide and looks around, and it falls off of the roof and smashes onto the floor.
You're horrible.
Come on.
You killed him.
That's so mean.
Ow. At least he's at peace.
Collect his memory. Go, go.
He's twitching on the ground. Actually, it's a good idea. Collect his
I was
memory.
thinking that.
Waste not, want not.
No, really, Carissa? Carissa says she heals him.
No.
Seriously? Can you save
He's
it
gonna
for
die.
the people that you care about, please?
You rush over to try to heal him, and he took more points in his fall than he has, and so you would have to use Revivify on him if you wanted to speak.
Use
to
the
him.
blood diamond.
We created Drider.
Now we're just
Now we're
performing
mean.
experiments.
Yeah. What are we? We're like Nazi doctors now.
So now that you've done both, does it seem like you could target more than one at a time, like an area, or just one individual?
That's a good question. I feel like it's one. Yes, no, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, we
I don't know if I
haven't
have
met.
any sense.
Grouped. Future reference.
Can I borrow that moat?
Those that
No.
are high up, maybe we kill them because you killed him.
Yeah.
What's his memory say though? He might be able to show us a little bit about like what happened, how this occurred to him. What did the scourge look like?
Passage.
That's a good
May-
thought.
Yeah,
Maybe
shove your
there's information.
bone hand into his skull.
Yeah.
Can I try to get a
Do
memory from
it.
him?
You go up to him with your bone hand, you place it on his head, and he has died recently enough for you to begin to sort his memories. Do you wish to collect one?
I do.
Roll your religion check with your charisma.
Overwhelming sense of torment.
That's good because, religion is not great.
Not bad. What are you rolling?
Religion plus charisma. 6, 7, 8, 12. Can I? No, it's still the same turn, right? I can't use my
Yeah.
emboldening bond again.
No, this is. You can use it.
Again?
Time has lapsed.
Is she near Manny?
This isn't a save.
Gotcha.
This is a skill.
15.
15. That succeeds in. You detect the surface memories, the last of which is extreme terror. Fleeing through the streets of the city of Brass. You don't know where, you're not that familiar with the city, but this half-elf male ducks into what looks to already be a broken out house with the door burst down, looking over his shoulder at a wave of darkness that seems to just be approaching. And he ducks in and ducks down and just begins rocking. And there is a screeching sound that you look up, and there in the shadow, in the door frame is a shadow, and he just yells, "Ah!" And then nothing.
Oh.
Aww.
Do you wish to dive deeper?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
I need you to roll another religion check with a higher
You got
DC now.
Feeling good about this one.
No.
Did she get her D4 again?
No, I don't
No.
think I get anything here. No, that's a 7.
Okay. The visceral intensity of the terror in that moment prevents you from diving deeper into the
That's a sad
memory of
memory
this
to collect.
individual.
Does she lay an egg when she sees the
Nope, she does not.
Hmm.
But you have collected the memory, and you know that this individual's name was Shem.
And I'd share that with the group.
Okay.
Poor Shem. He's getting his blood all over my boots.
You're so indifferent. I love it.
All right.
All right.
Perhaps the next time we purge, maybe we'll pick one on the ground.
That's what they said.
Yeah,
High
yeah.
ones, just kill them.
Does she have a second charge?
She does not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta suck them in.
Yes. All right. One more. Stealth.
One more stealth.
Oh, when the spell was going off, was there only 4 fingers, or was there still 5 fingers?
So this one, it started with 5. It was the same 5.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of the ball of shadow that sucked in, the 1 shot almost Iron Man style, kind of coalesced in the center and then shot out.
Okay.
I was seeing if it was your.
Whoa! Why couldn't you have done that with the religion
I
roll?
don't
Right?
know. And I don't even need it. I have a +10 with
Crit.
this.
Crit.
So that's a
Are we doing stealth again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more stealth.
30.
32.
Oh, good.
27. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that'd be
28.
32 for me.
21.
Okay.
No, 36. 36.
High five.
Nice.
Good job.
And Celine gets an 18, which
Too
is a
bad.
failure this time. But everyone else succeeds, so you're good. As you
This is so bad.
quietly make your way back
failed all of
to
I
Emberheart
didn't fail that.
Manor.
Oh.
You approach and duck into the courtyard, which was in front of the manor before. And you see this giant, imposing mansion, almost resolute against the back of the city drop buildings, imposing in size. A monument lined walkway leads to the front door. There are imposing brass gates at the front which are broken down and shattered. There is, you know how some people will use different shrubbery and whatnot to build kind of terraces and different entryways to a yard, different landscaping. This uses lava to do that. And so there's different cascades of lava, and they have almost like lava sculptures, which are the lava kind of flows down over and creates a kind of an image in living fire, so to speak. There are also intertwined with these lava statues, obsidian statues of fire giants in particular, their eyes all flaming and alight. There is a path of scorched stone that goes through the courtyard, and there are several fire giant carcasses now, half burned and dead, strewn throughout the courtyard. As you look to the opening into the entrance hall, you see another fire giant that is almost ripped in half and kind of laying against one door, one massive bronze door which is closed and one which is open. And that is the scene that is before you.
Can I, the one that was like clawed in half,
Mm-hmm.
can
You have to go up through the courtyard. I presume you guys are all entering in.
I want to
Yep.
investigate, like, was it a lot of little things that did that, or one fell
Roll
swoop?
medicine.
That is a good question.
Can Celine help?
Hey, Celine, Habibi, take a look at this.
Oh, what do you think did that?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd check and I'd help you look.
Let's look. As she rolls her medicine, and that is a 17, but she has advantage because you're helping her.
Mhm.
That's a natural 20.
Sweet.
Nice.
It most certainly looks like a giant creature did this.
Probably those.
You can
cloud
see right
giants.
here there are 3 marks, as if by claw, starting from its intestines and working its way up through its lungs.
Whoa. That thing's big. All right. When you were inhabiting the Purple Boy, were you familiar with this underground passage?
Oh, was I?
You were
No.
not. So your
No, I
I
charge
didn't trust you with anything, I guess. Huh?
Your
Oh, I was a
charge
servant.
was to train Zadis in the ways of
Monkery.
meditation and monkery. They wanted him to not be brutish in wielding the weapons of fire alone, but to also be able to use his fists in a way that most fire giants are unable.
'Cause fists are lame.
I mean,
Alright.
I do know my way around the place, but not. I don't know any secret passages.
If you had to guess where one might
Basement
be,
was off limits, so
start there. I guess it would make
an
sense
underground
to-
passage,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah. like a storm cellar or something.
Or we could check the attic first.
It'd be weird. All right, I'll go up.
An arcane gate up there.
It could
Yeah, sure.
right to the basement.
As you reach the entrance, there are more bodies other than this cleaved fire giant. There are several Azer and tieflings as well.
I spelled something wrong.
Yeah, you do. I bet you do.
That are also lying dead in the entryway. You carefully, or perhaps not so much, step over the bodies, and as you cross the threshold, a grand audience chamber opens before you. A cavernous expanse, which you imagine, had it not been for the blood and gore and destruction all about, would otherwise have been a breathtaking space. Walls of onyx and crimson basalt rise, adorned with intricate brass reliefs depicting battles, volcanic eruptions, and the forging of all manner of items. A central dais, its surface polished to mirror-like perfection, is in the center, which you imagine was the place of greeting and welcoming and conversation, holding court with whoever the visitors may be. The ceiling is a dome of molten glass, which gives a glimpse of the fiery sky above. Adjacent to the audience chamber, Anthony, is the banquet hall, which you can certainly go and explore. On the opposite side is the resident chambers, where the Emberheart clan has its private quarters. And that sprawls across 2 levels. The lower level were the servant and some of the lower nobles of the house, and then the upper quarter were the high Emberhearts. You were on the lower level, as was Zetas, because as a child he was not of the stature to be in the upper quarters. At the back of the room is the entry to the forge. The grand forge where they would make their tremendous creations. You have heard tell of a basement. You've never seen it, nor do you know how to enter therein.
So I got 2 ideas. One is if there is a secret passage, it has to do with something in the forge. Or the nobles have a space this way and up that mayhaps has a passageway down. But the banquet hall is where everybody goes when they visit, so I doubt it's there. This is the entryway, and the servants, where I was, it would be dumb to hide a secret passage.
Right.
Unless it was a servant tunnel.
If it was, yes, but it was not.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
Yeah,
you would have
it was
found it
not.
and maybe ran away or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So split up. Somebody goes to the nobles, other people go to the forge.
Rod taught me never to split the party.
I think because of that we split.
Let's split.
Who's going with me? I've got the silence.
I will come with you. It would be unwise if I would go anywhere else.
I'm actually pretty sneaky, so
Maybe
I don't have to have the silence.
me, you, we probably shouldn't take Habibi because that's all of our healing in one room.
If we separate,
I have healing.
would we break the emboldening bond, or would it just come back together?
60
when
feet, I think it is. Within 60 feet of her.
But does it dispel it?
Are
Or
both of these rooms 55 feet apart?
30 feet. Well, any
Oh, 30
bonded
feet.
creature is within 30 feet
Okay, so
of another.
the bond does not break.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right. Me, Manny, and
Do we have to split?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think we're gonna fight, and we
kinda-
just search for the. Well, I mean, we don't have to.
Okay.
ah,
We don't.
We'll
we
split.
definitely don't have to.
no. Yeah. It's. I mean, time's not of the essence. So.
We can all go to the forge and then check the nobles after.
Yeah, we can
That's
do that.
fine.
That's
All
fine.
right. I like it. Forge first.
Let's do.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. You approach the forge, and as you do, you begin to descend downwards,
Feeling good about this one.
and there are several reliefs again of forge work. This time not showing the forging of weapons or armor, but it's literal forging of a world, as if the city itself was made in this very forge. A
Very
bit,
prideful
a
people.
bit pretentious, especially to you, Ray. When you look at it, it's almost like, oh, these fire giants think that they're all about everything.
Do you know how low they are? Like, come on.
Pretty tall to me.
Her own
Gross.
pride is piqued
Yeah.
as she sees the pride of the fire giants. As you descend and then emerge into the forge, you see an infernal cathedral of craftsmanship which spreads before you.
Cool.
There are several different furnaces that are currently all extinguished, but you can imagine were burning at one time. And several items are in half creation, swords, axes, things of this that were being forged while, well, the disaster struck, and they obviously all left
Dead,
the
yeah.
work to defend the city and to defend the manor. You see at the center of the forge a solitary anvil which is kind of elevated above all of the rest. And its surface is a mirror of liquid flames. And the Emberheart clan crest is emblazoned on either side, as if this is their particular magical forge.
Kinda
It
feels like a secret
emanates with a magical energy that you immediately sense in the arcane. As you look around the room, there is an opportunity for you to make a perception check or investigation as you seek to discover what else may be in.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
definitely
Bree,
invest.
What are the walls made out of?
And I'm using
Walls are
advantage.
made
using
out
advantage,
of stone.
Oh,
a
why don't we just
black
help you?
What's going on
And then you don't have to use an
dark
advantage.
stone.
Because of
I
my
help you.
ogre mock
Sounds good.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you doing?
I
Perception?
can
I'll do
discern any weak spots in walls or barricades or any type of facades.
That's cool.
You just like can see it automatically.
I can discern. That's what you had me right.
Okay, roll a perception check
I would say.
with advantage.
Thank you.
25 investigation.
Okay, what are you looking for specifically?
First, I need to know what is left to do with this,
Unbonded.
because I was thinking about using the anvil to complete it, if necessary.
The anvil looks like precisely the type of instrument you would need to complete it.
Hell yeah, baby. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, so that's what I'm going to.
In fact, as you scan the room and see that, you don't even look elsewhere. You fixate in on it, and with your 25, you pick up that this is a magical forging made out of star metal. Yes. And it is exactly what you used not this anvil, but one like it.
Do it.
And that there is
Plot
adamantine,
line.
there is other star metals, and the lava is still flowing in here, It would take a little bit of time to stoke the fires and heat something up, but you could complete your
I think it's worth
you
it.
could complete things here.
Do,
it.
does a 29 perception share anything else about the surrounding?
What were you looking for?
I was looking for a way into the basement.
And
Yes,
I rolled a 22.
a 22. You notice that there is a particular relief that is not made out of brass. It is a tapestry, which
Okay.
is of the same sort of depiction of forging, but it is at a portion of the forge where all of the cooling pools are. So it wouldn't be near the fire, which so at first you didn't think anything of the tapestry, but it did stick out to you as the only tapestry in this forge. So you go over and pull it back, and sure enough, it looks to be a wall that is not just the naturally forming cave-like. Switch it. Not the laid stone of the rest of it. It's actually a naturally formed, almost rock face that is behind it. You, as he shows this, are immediately able to trace the seams and to see, all right, this is exactly here, right here. You actually pull what looks to be a faux kind of almost facade of rock. You slide it back, and there is an inscription in a language. Who speaks giant?
I do.
Ray, come here. Says something.
This is the inscription. I am the spark of creation,
Oh, these fire giants. Come on, man.
yet I fear the abyss of nothingness. What am I, forged in cosmic flames, yet trembling on the precipice of void? My dance ignites galaxies, my breath births stars, yet the void's icy maw beckons. Speak my name, and the door shall yield, granting passage through the infernal forge.
Anam.
Does that work?
Nothing happens.
Oh,
Star, isn't it?
Bella.
If they were real, like higher up, they would have known the answer was
Listen,
Anam.
but they're not. So let's answer the question. That
I think it's a star.
you think it's a star?
Beetlejuice?
I will read it again. I am the spark of creation, yet I fear the abyss of nothingness. What am I, forged in cosmic flames, yet trembling on the precipice of void? My dance ignites galaxies, my breath births stars, yet the void's icy maw beckons. Speak my name, and the door shall yield, granting passage through the infernal forge.
I understand.
I
what
got
you-
nothing.
I understand what you're thinking with the star.
Is it light?
Nebula? Something like that.
Nebula.
Nothing happens.
Light.
Nothing happens.
Fire.
Nothing happens.
All right. We need more information because we're stupid collectively.
That's
Ember.
Nothing happens.
Ooh, good guess.
Good thought.
Supernova.
You know a lot about.
I actually was really into space as a kid. I used to be able to name like all the stars in the constellations.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah, who's the forge god?
Is it Tyr? Is it? It's the one in my other campaign. P-Farce, the one we haven't played in a while.
Don't make me sad.
Well, I'm not playing this game
But
anyway. I'm
the-
forging.
That's true. You're doing whatever you have to get this fire rolling.
Surtur is not the fire god cackles. Anam is.
The interplay of creation and on the edge of void is what is
Yeah, correct.
That's why I was thinking.
Like a black hole.
like a black
But
hole.
yeah, that's kind of where I was going.
Super massive.
All right. I want to find maybe there's some more information around that will help us.
Nitrogen, oxygen. I don't know, things that make sparks.
Yeah, you can-
Phosphorus, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen.
All right.
The sun.
No, I think we already guessed sun,
Radiation.
didn't we?
Well, we
Sun.
guessed star.
No, we did
That's a
guess
star. I said star.
sun.
Yeah.
Breath.
Go ahead and roll.
Breath is a good idea.
Let me see how I can give you clues without giving it away.
Religion.
Go ahead and roll
supposed to get
a
this.
Knowledge.
insight check.
Everybody.
And the ones who are working on this riddle, standing over by the door.
I'm gonna use my emboldening bond
What
on this one.
What divine do these fire giants admire?
So
What would I know? What would I know from
you would
religion?
know that
18.
Yeah, 18 too for me.
17.
ultimately within the ordning, Anam is the high god. But within the rest of the giant pantheon,
They don't count. It doesn't matter.
We're never gonna get this with her.
Yeah.
Well, if they weren't so darn pretentious.
Do you hear yourself right now?
I'm allowed to be. I'm at the top.
Gone.
Is Anam? Yeah, Gond.
Gond is certainly someone who's not within the giant pantheon, but would be someone admired by all forgesmiths and tinkerers.
Hephaestus.
Surtur is Surtur, referenced by Celine, is in fact the lesser god of fire within the giant pantheon,
It's the Sultan.
and is the specific patron of fire giants.
It's the Sultan.
We'll say Surtur. Surtur. If it's this,
Nothing happens.
thank goodness. I would have had to kick some fire giant.
It's not
Booty.
something that you wouldn't know. It's
Okay.
not D&D lore. I wouldn't do that. to
Okay.
you.
One more time, the
You'd
riddle.
probably be better off giving us D&D lore.
Could we say the
Well,
Sultan?
I had you all roll
Yeah, 18.
18 or yeah, we both rolled 18.
18. Okay,
17.
17. As you stand there and you kind of are
Logo.
looking back over to Anthony, who is forging, we're going to get to in a moment.
Logos.
You look past Anthony, and on the opposite side of where you're standing, you see one of the bronze reliefs, and it is depicting a fire giant kind of holding aloft his creation, which is a planet. And it looks like he is breathing into it.
Well, we did say breath, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. But word or logos might be a part of it.
Go for it.
Word.
Nothing happens.
Logos.
Nothing happens.
Son of a bitch.
So breath.
Breath. Exhale.
Oh. You blow. We blow on it.
Asthma.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. I like that. That would be cool.
Um,
Hope this is cooler. If not,
Sorry.
not
Wind.
That's all I got.
can you read it one more time?
I am the spark of creation,
I am.
yet I fear the abyss of nothingness. What am I, forged in cosmic flames, yet trembling on the precipice of void? My dance ignites galaxies, my breath births stars, yet the void's icy maw beckons. Speak my name, and the door shall yield, granting passage through the infernal forge.
Kelvin.
Nothing happens.
I like
Wind?
heat, though. That was good. A planet.
My dance excites the galaxies.
Radiation.
So, with the planets, Mars was the god of war. Mercury, Venus was the god of love. Mercury, I don't remember what that one was. Jupiter,
Well, they're
Saturn,
thinking-
Uranus,
Gravity.
Yeah.
Neptune.
Go on to him.
Anthony.
Mhm. Yeah, I gotta
Do you
fan
have
the
this,
flames.
Like, printed so
Yep,
I can
I need you to roll
Just
some.
look
I
at
need
it.
to read it.
To just roll first and foremost you're proficient with smithing. So go ahead and roll a smithing check. You can use your intelligence with your proficiency for smithing.
Intelligence.
Yep. Your intelligence plus your strength
Wow.
plus proficiency.
Could you copy and paste it into the chat?
Sure.
That'd be very helpful.
I want to just read it.
Oh, I have a 5 proficiency. 12. Okay, how many advantages do I have left?
A lot. Use it.
I probably have like 6 left or something like that. Oh, nice. Delete.
Yes, you have 12.
What did I say? 12?
Yeah.
29.
Spark.
29.
29.
You easily are able to stoke the flames of the forge, igniting them, finding
This is how I do
the
it.
materials that you need. You also find some delicate hammers that would have been used for smaller pieces by humanoids such as yourself to augment the powerful blows of a fire giant with more intricate work.
Oh, that's good.
And you take out the lenses as well as the items that you received from the Iron Throne,
Yeah.
and you find the adamantine and star metal material that you need to couple it all together.
Mm.
So first I need you to roll a smithing roll to properly, essentially, you've melted down the star metal and the adamantine, and I need you to essentially roll a smithing check to be able to properly combine the two metals into one substance that you can now then kind of forge into the couplings.
All right. I'll tap into my artificer business and delete one more.
Okay?
Am I doing strength and intelligence again? Or
Yep.
just okay, sweet. Come on, baby.
Time?
Tippity tap 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 tap. Ooh. 20.
20. You're able to successfully combine the elements, and you now need to craft the mold for, and you find on the side a clay-like substance that they use.
Mhm.
And you quickly set to work to create your mold using your tinkerer's tools, because it is small and tiny, and you have to make it precise. So go ahead and roll a tinkering skill check. This does not have your strength. This instead uses your dexterity. So dex and intelligence and proficiency.
Illumination?
I'm gonna use another one.
Okay? Another
Advantage.
advantage marked
I
off.
like that answer. Illumination.
Who used an advantage?
I'm a spark of creation.
Oh, defend.
Imagination?
Dexterity.
Yep.
Wow, 9 plus 5. 14.
I'll give you a hint. It's a one syllable word.
28. God.
Air.
No.
Space.
No.
Darkness. Shadow. Black.
Two syllable words.
Shadow.
What did you roll?
Onomatopoeia. My breath.
Plus 9, 5. 9 and 5 is 14. 26.
Okay. You succeed in making your mold. Now I need you
This
to.
is too easy. What's happening?
I need you now to pour the mold.
Smash it.
I need you to pour the mold. Another roll.
Okay, delete me again. He's gonna keep going until all my advantages are
That
gone.
would be interesting, actually.
But I'm gonna keep
Soul?
doing it. This is important to me. 25.
25 succeeds. The mold is poured.
Ooh,
You
baby.
take it over to the cooling pool. It does not crack. And now the final forge is to affix-
Could it be just light?
affix the
I already
two
said that.
items,
Gaslight.
Oh, okay.
and it will activate and complete. Well, then you need to infuse it arcanely, which would be the final step. But from a smithing standpoint, that would be it.
Life?
Haven't done this in many
The
years.
door opens.
Life.
Life.
Bastard! I mean, good job, Ray.
All right.
That was hard.
One more.
That was a tough
Delete.
one.
Delete.
Ooh.
34.
The
Then we look
33,
back
sorry.
at the forge and this magical stuff is happening.
yep,
What the hell?
all of that, and the lenses are complete
Woo,
and able to
good
be
job.
Wow.
Ooh, baby.
That was a big plot point you just reached.
Yeah, it
So-
was.
Oh, can you try to fix my hammer? While you're at it.
I can try.
Don't break it. Well,
Okay.
don't break it more.
I usually work with little things, but I will try. Now, what this means is if we lose this battle, I'll just come back for the next attack of the void. So we're good. I'm good. Don't you worry. What do I have to do now? Shoot some illumination into it?
correct.
Well,
You must illuminate
That's
it.
what I want to do.
Yep.
But I don't want to use a spell slot.
Puff of smoke it.
I did swap cantrip out for Starburst, which is an illumination cantrip.
Nice.
I don't know if that will work. Anthony would know. Do I have to?
Anthony would know that the
Is there a minimum?
higher the level,
Okay.
the more effective the infusion.
Son of a pup.
Do it.
Sunbeam.
Shoot it.
It needs to be maxed out.
Shoot it. Yep.
That
Ninth
ruins,
level
my,
spell.
that ruins
Blow-
my whole plan for
blow
our
that
next
load.
fight.
Yeah, well.
He does this
Drop
on
your
purpose.
sickening
It's alright,
radiance
it's worth
on it.
Sunbeam. Sunbeam.
You guys see Anthony hasn't cast it yet. Because he just added it. Just like her hand was forming the ball here, Anthony steps back from the anvil, and wherever you guys are standing, he stands in between the anvil and you and points away from you. But the light, and this is one where I concentrate and I can cast every turn the same thing. So in this case, I'm gonna do it in both hands, twice, and just beams of literal sunlight. It says the light is sunlight. Come out and shrink
she twin
down
it?
into a very small beam here.
She twins it and it comes out his eyeballs.
I don't know. Like if
She
this,
could not because
Okay.
it's
This isn't a targeted
he's
spell.
concentrating on it.
I don't
and
know how it works. I was just trying to help. That if
Yep.
she could twin it and give it even more power, then
you
Well,
may-
I do upcast it to level 7.
Okay. So that
Awesome.
lowers the DC significantly. I need you to roll an Arcana check.
can't wait for
Advantage?
Mariska to grab
Yeah.
these too. Did it eight?
All right.
Nice.
Let's see if that gets higher. Nope. Arcana. 28.
28. That is sufficient. You may choose one of two effects.
Oh.
Either you may make this once more your illuminated phylactery.
Home.
That's not the right choice.
Or
You know why I'm thinking that? Because of what your character said to me last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Or you may have a free casting of this very spell at 7th level once per day.
That's a brilliant thing, but immortality is quite awesome. I could use Anthony in other stories of mine.
Can you imagine if you cast the cantrip?
He just gets immediately sucked into the lens.
You got Starburst as much as you want. Yellow ones.
Ooh, those are the good ones.
I was gonna say those are my favorite.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
would see
I'm
that.
going to.
Pink.
Pink's good too.
How long does the magic stay in this?
I like the
How
orange.
quick do I have to decide? Because I would like to cast another spell.
You have to decide, as you know, during this casting.
Oh. Well, it lasts for a minute.
Yep.
So. Oh, where'd it go?
Why wouldn't you make it your home again?
Huh?
Why aren't you making it your home?
Your phylactery.
No, I think I need to, but I was gonna
Oh.
ask a
What-
god if this was gonna be the last round first. I'm just standing there, blasting it, scratching my head. What do I do? I gotta do the. I have to do the phylactery. That's my promise.
Okay. As the spell concludes, through the literal sunlight energy of which you are the source and power, through that infusion, you now transfer your life essence into the lenses as before. Though your body may die, your soul will be bound to the lenses.
You've all just witnessed greatness. Oh wait.
All right.
Oh boy.
The door opens. This, by the way, all of this has taken about more than an hour at this point.
Okay. Thanks for waiting, guys. Oh, you figured the door out.
Yeah, we got it like 12
Iceline
minutes
got
ago.
it. Yeah.
Did you short rest?
Yeah. Good doing.
That wouldn't give you your spell slot back.
No, fair enough.
Can we do it anyway?
You make your way down,
Town.
down,
Town.
down.
Walking fast.
As you spiral downward, you all easily pass through this, for the entrance was made for giants. It is not difficult to traverse, though the steps are... You almost have to jump from step to step. They are several feet separated from one to the next. And if you would go up them, it would have to be more of a climb. You would not be stepping. You know, reaching up, pulling yourself up, going to the next. So
Diving onto the
yeah,
step.
think of like a 4-foot gap between each, essentially. And you begin moving down, and it, as the rough hewn steps come to an end, it leads to a winding tunnel. Every step downward you take, heat grows in intensity as you go deeper and deeper into the heart of the city of brass. You, so much so that as you continue, you sense that I may need to stand against the exhaustion that this heat could provide the deeper I go. Eventually, the tunnel does begin to narrow to what a hunched giant might be able to walk through.
So we should all be okay.
You are all still fine, but for a giant, it narrows. And the air begins to smell of sulfur. And just kind of a noxious, burning, more than just a smokiness. Like there is a furnace that you are walking and descending into, essentially. And as the darkness begins to give way to the light ahead, you approach and emerge into immediately a giant chasm of lava. And you see the stone that you are emerging out of. You see a stone bridge, and on that bridge, at the front of the bridge, is a dead giant carcass that is blocking your way. as if a battle took place here. And so you get the sense that it was a fresh kill. And so the shadow did seemingly make its way down in here somehow. How, you don't know, but it did. Also, as you were traveling down, you did hear the door close shut behind you.
Oh, great.
Okay. You look out at the stone bridge that is before you, just wide enough for a giant to walk across, though for all of you would not provide any issue, being about 15 feet wide. But it is broken. And there are specific portions of it that are broken off, and it spans about 100 feet. So the whole bridge
Oh, wow.
Wow.
continues.
A lot longer than I thought.
Did anyone see the news this morning?
No.
What? The P. Diddy's got raided?
No, a bridge collapsed.
There
Oh,
is
really?
no
Oh, I did.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
there is no cargo ship in sight.
But yeah, Puff Daddy got raided.
Both.
Yeah,
Both are true.
Both happened.
That's Baltimore, right? The bridge?
The
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Francis
Bridge.
Scott Key Bridge.
Oh,
Was that the name of it?
Something like that.
Sad.
that is sad.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm there. That's a little
I have
better.
a feeling we're gonna be fighting something.
That's a good feeling.
You may all roll perception as you.
We still bonded?
No. That expired.
Crit.
In the giant statues that are on either side of the bridge span, you see them. Many of them are broken, and as again recently, it looks like this bridge was sundered intentionally, as if to try to cut off perhaps the onslaught of the shadow.
Okay.
But they did not succeed in taking the whole thing down. And then you see the statues with did anyone roll higher than a 20?
Crit.
A crit?
Yeah, I did not. 18.
Okay, so with that crit, you see that, you notice that. With a crit, you notice that the statues
Come alive.
seem to be broken, but not with a blunt force trauma, with a slashing sort of trauma that makes you think about the gutted giant at the entrance. I think that's enough with your crit. And you just immediately begin looking around the space, and you don't see anything, but you are wary.
I look down.
You see, if you kind of peer over the edge of the chasm, there's about 150 to 200 feet below you a pool of lava, bubbling and boiling, shooting geysers of liquid, molten, whatever, metals and magma that this is.
I have a feeling that if you fall, you die anyways, but just in case, here's water walking.
Okay, Ray casts water walking.
Smart. Just
I mean,
in
it's
case.
200 feet, so you'd probably die anyways before you hit. But just in case.
Okay.
All right, guys, keep an eye out. I think the thing that did the thing out front
Yeah?
did the thing in here. Look at those statues. That's like one fell swoop, man. That's either a really big sword or like a big clawed creature.
So, what order are you crossing the bridge in?
I'll go first.
I'll be in the middle.
I'll follow up Ray.
I'll be behind Manny.
Then me, then Celine.
Is that Roy Orbison? Pretty Woman? Is
Something
what
like
you're
that?
going
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty Woman.
You all begin traversing, and
How's the light in here? I'm sorry.
it would be considered dim light.
Even with that magma?
It's illuminated from below. There is no light source above.
Gotcha.
Do we need dancing lights, or can everyone see?
Well, 2 of us can fly.
But can you see?
Oh.
I think I could see in dim light.
I cannot. I can see dim light.
Okay.
It is
Yeah.
dim light.
All right. Well, then I won't cast dancing light.
Okay, you continue. You come to the first gap. It is roughly 5 feet, and it will require a check to get across unless there is other assistance.
Can everyone make it, or does someone need me to throw them?
Yeah, let me take it.
I have. Do I have my old glaive? I don't think I would have thrown it
Sure.
away. We could create a ladder out of these 2 glaives. What do you think?
I could fly.
You're
if
looking
I
at me
need
like
to,
I'm an idiot.
But I'm also proficient
no,
in
I mean-
acrobatics, so
I don't mind.
Just 5 feet.
Yeah.
I take out.
But if the stone's crumbly, that could be dangerous.
That's true.
Well, I could tell us precisely how much tensile strength it has.
Well,
Roll
good old
a
ranger.
advantaged investigation.
I take out like my masonry tools and I just lightly start tapping. What'd you say? Investigation?
Yep.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Crit. 26.
You note
that's 2
that
crits.
in order to pass this gap, you need. This is, to Anthony's point, does not look stable, and that it would collapse. So you need to get deeper in as quickly as possible. And Ray would probably
Crush it.
break right through it.
so I'll go last. I can jump pretty far.
Well, if you,
It's just not. That's not the point. You might only yip yip.
Oh. Okay.
I
Does
would-
anybody want me to take them with you?
I would feel a lot safer if you weren't even like standing on this. There is a boat coming in underneath. It could be listing towards the support.
Fine.
Lost power.
Yeah.
Loses power, and then oddly redirects towards the.
I guess Ray will yip yip.
'Kay.
Ooh, below 10.
Smoke them if you got them.
Hey!
Ooh, maybe there's a cold front that
Roll
comes
another
through.
d20, please.
The 7 again. That's 2 sevens.
Okay, you have the D100 over there.
We
I
do.
do.
How convenient.
Ooh.
20.
20.
20.
Ooh, that's a good voice.
20.
20.
You rolled a 7, so that's intermediate. That's not terrible. Opening my magic
A
surge
gold
table.
dragon comes.
Felgalas,
Oh, great.
he kills us all by accident while trying to help. That waste of space.
That was so
I'm here to
funny.
help, guys. He trips over nothing while flying takes out a support team.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Okay. You immediately, as you surge, feel a vulnerability come over you.
Oh, boy.
Your hairline.
You and all creatures within 30 feet of you
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
gain vulnerability to slashing damage for the next
Oh,
minute.
wow.
Oh, no. For the next minute?
Uh-huh.
Remember the time your lips
We
appeared
just
somewhere
stand
else?
Oh, man.
For the next hour.
We still
Hour.
stand here.
You don't know how long it lasts.
Better one.
Gain
Oh,
vulnerability to slashing
For
damage.
the next millennia.
For the time
Duration.
being.
Wow. Shoot. Hey, guys, you know the
I'm
thing
flying.
that slashed through the big thing?
Now we are
Yeah.
all vulnerable.
And
to it.
slashed through these. Yeah, he's not good. Yeah. All right. You should still fly. Thank you for dooming us.
She is flying.
Yes.
Sorry.
A light.
And we need to do like 10 feet in when we jump. So it's not a 5-foot jump. It's
Okay.
more like a 10-foot jump.
I'll take Manny, who's wearing a lot of armor, because
Okay.
he's probably the next heaviest.
You bring him in.
I am going to prostrate myself close to the edge as possible to give anyone +4 to their dexterity checks. Saving throws.
I'll take
How
Anthony.
tall are you?
I am 6 foot.
I'll take Celine
If it
next.
can't be in real life.
Celine activates her ring to see if there are any arcane traps on the other side of the bridge.
So smart.
No arcane traps, Celine. You get the sense that all traps in this sequence have already been triggered by the shadows, so this
Good.
isn't about avoiding traps per se. It's just getting to the end.
Fair enough.
I'll take Anthony next.
Anthony,
Could anyone?
Okay.
Could we
Oh,
make
thanks.
it if we jumped?
it's at this
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
that I
okay.
need
It's only 5.
Or
you
just
all
not.
You're just
to
risking.
roll initiative.
You suck.
As
Party
right
split.
here, there is a screech as there is this tremendous echoing through the cavern, and swooping out from underneath the shadows as if waiting for you to get in a vulnerable position.
Here I am on the ground. Oh no.
A dragon emerges
Oof.
that is its flesh or bone black obsidian, and it is held together by what looks to be kind of a purplish shadowy energy, and it looks to be the remains of a gold dragon in its facial features. It has kind of a beard, but it is just the remains thereof. As he flies up, you hear him screech, and you engage.
So is he covered by the shadow?
Yes, the shadow
Okay.
kind of all swirls around him.
Okay.
Right, it is time for some combat.
So all of us, even those of us who are still on.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Raised.
21 to 25.
31.
It's insane.
Mm.
Celine has a good initiative too.
The music stopped for some reason.
It's
Oh, it's just a,
it's its thing. Anyone else? 21 and 25. 16 to 20.
19.
Celine rolled 19. Yeah.
Celine rolled 19 as well. So Hasheen goes before Celine. Anyone else?
No.
Ooh. We've holy water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Save your spells.
I'm blowing them all.
I know.
Um, 11 to 15.
11.
13.
Let's see here.
Lucky number 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Manny, you were
8.
8.
Oh, well.
Alright. Alright. As you hear the shriek of the dragon echo through the cavern, Anthony, you have already been taken to the other side. You know that it would not be a good thing for you to back up. You look ahead of you, and I'm just going to move this a little bit.
Oh, good, another gap.
And there's a larger gap on the other
Mind
side.
it. Mind the gap.
That is a larger gap.
Larger gap. And actually, on the opposite side of that gap, there is a large obstruction.
It's a nice boulder.
Large boulder that you would not be able,
To jump
but
over.
for a highly athletic display, be able to jump up to it. So there's going to need to be more
You could pick it up and move.
either carrying or magical means or some other reason. Now, the good news is, you know it's firm enough to hold weight because the boulder that's upon it.
It's true.
But it is blocking your movement. Okay? So you see that, and what do you do?
How far away is it from me now?
The dragon?
Is it like on my
6.
vertical?
It is still below. It's flying up.
Okay. I'm going to. What's beyond what I can see? What I can see? Is it the rest of the bridge? Is it stairs?
The bridge goes forward and then disappears into another kind of edifice of rock.
Alright, I'm going to get to the edge of this part of the bridge and misty step across.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, I can't yet. Okay, then I will.
You can Misty Step from here. That's
Oh, that's right.
you get 30 more feet with Misty Step.
I want to be within 60 feet of the dragon.
You
Or am I already around there?
let's say if you go to the other side and you kind of look over, you're still within 60 feet. If you Misty Step on the other side, there is a flow of lava coming kind of out of the rock formation, and next to you here, just kind of like falling down waterfall style, which otherwise might be cool, but you're in deadly situations, so you don't really observe it too long as you turn, and you are 60 feet gets cut off basically right at the gap.
Alright, so I'll misty step after
Okay,
I use a spell.
very good.
It'll be a cantrip that I just swapped last night. And it's Starburst.
Okay, I need to make a save against that, I think.
That's a charisma save, yep.
Charisma. Do I got that? Ruse!
Come on, baby.
-3. Ugh. Fail.
As Anthony throws his fist in that direction and a spark of starlight blows up in the chest of the
Cool.
Shadow Drake. He takes 11 radiant damage.
Okay. Takes radiant damage. Very good.
And then I will misty step to that spot. Hopefully nothing's coming from this side.
Okay. That is the end of Anthony's turn. As the light accosts this creature, you get the sense that it takes all of the damage in full, though it is not magnified per se against it because it is not made up of shadow. It seems to be a shadow infused or possessed creature. Okay. All right.
Waiting to see if we got any. Yeah.
It is now Hashin's turn.
Um,
What was the total damage? Sorry.
11.
11.
11? Okay.
All right, I am going to. This might be stupid. No, I'm just gonna shoot it. Sharp shot.
Sharp shot! Okay. -5 + 10.
Yep.
As you take out your bow and aim carefully, as Ray is going to pick you up, you kind of see it coming and shoo, shoo.
I rolled a 3 on the die,
Nice!
which means I have to roll another.
Please
D20.
roll another d20.
Now I still might potentially hit, but I rolled bad.
Right.
So,
What's your total?
yep. 11.
11
No,
misses.
yeah. All right. Now I need to roll a d20.
You do?
16.
Okay, you're in the nuisance category. Give me a d100.
72. Second one.
Hold on.
Oh.
You gain the ability to speak to animals
Cool.
Nice.
for the foreseeable time.
Wow.
Doesn't a ranger already have that?
I already had that.
Yeah,
No,
the
you
spell.
can literally speak to animals
Oh,
and
cool.
understand them, not just,
Oh.
express thoughts.
Oh.
That's cool.
You should keep that.
All right.
Permanently.
Hey, fly away.
It does not respond.
All right. Second shot
Second shot
was a 23.
hits.
And that's for the foreseeable future?
Fly away.
Yes, I've learned not to give a time
Oh,
frame.
got it. Okay, okay. There is one.
As
we
of
just
5
don't know
minutes
it.
ago.
Yes.
20. I'm gonna add a dreadful strike on that. 24.
That's dreadful.
24 radiant. And why the heck not? I'll favor this enemy
Okay.
because now I know how that works.
24 plus
27.
27 total.
Yes.
Okay. So as the radiant arrow explodes into his chest, it obviously reacts and sees where those arrows have come from and begins to angle in your direction as Celine steps up. And I don't know if you have any direction, Celine. Otherwise, I'm just going to start casting spells.
See that or guiding bolt?
I'm
Is that
thinking
a
she's going to cast a...
Could I back up? I didn't move.
Sure. Where do you want to go to?
Back.
How far back?
Back.
Can I still shoot it? Like, I have a decent line of sight and everything?
Yeah. Not trying to take you out of the fight, per se.
But I was grouped, and if it's going to aim at me, I'd like to try to take it away from everyone else.
I am. That's exactly what I'm doing, Cackles. Laughing if I should burn your hold monster. Which is what you did to my Jabberwock.
Wouldn't make sense here, though. It's not going to burn in the lava. It was a gold dragon. You said as much.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I hate when people pick up on my clues.
Yes,
Now,
no, you don't.
It would
You
still
love it.
take the fall damage for the 200 feet, but cleverly, you designed this in order for her to drop that spell where it would only take bludgeoning and do nothing. You son of a gun. I know how you think. Hold monster. Do
It
like
says guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
At what level?
Your water bottle is so loud.
It is. There you go.
it's because I drink with my mouth open.
Second level, Guiding Bolt. All right, here it comes. Casted and rolled on D&D Beyond. There's a 13. That's a miss.
Wow, wow.
As the Guiding Bolt streaks through the air, it is flying at an odd angle that Celine doesn't quite take into account, and she doesn't lead it quite properly as it just flashes behind and misses the mark. At that, the creature is up and flies towards Hashin. And the first thing it does is it releases its cataclysmic breath in a 30-foot cone that gets the three of you.
So, question.
Hmm?
Last episode, with my wild magic surge, the shadow creatures had to do a charisma save to attack me. How long did that last? Because I think you just said for the foreseeable future.
Sure, that ended with the long rest.
Okay.
Yep. And as the ghostly purple flame goes forth from its mouth and seeks to consume the three of you, I need each of you to make a dexterity save.
Am I still emboldening
So
bond?
we're safe?
Emboldening bond ended.
Joking.
22.
22 succeeds.
20.
Succeeds.
15.
Fails. Right. You, if you succeeded, take 18 necrotic damage.
Mm.
If you failed, you take 36 necrotic damage. However, you, Cacophony, I believe, are resistant to necrotic damage. And so you take 18.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Too late.
Is this undead?
It seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right up your alley.
But it means. something.
Meanwhile, it goes up to Ray and it slashes you.
Yeah.
But remember, you now have
Takes
whatever.
its multi-attack, which is 2 claw attacks against you.
I had disadvantage because of the cloak.
That's true. First one is a 16 and a 19, plus 9 is 25.
Oh, yeah, 25 hits. I thought you said 16.
First one hits,
Oh, that
so that is
And you're not raging
10
yet, right?
slashing damage,
'Kay.
which is doubled to 20.
Okay.
And I need you to make a... Oh no, you are grappled. Automatic grapple.
Automatic grapple.
Yep, so you are grappled in place.
That stinks.
And it takes a second attack against you, now no longer with disadvantage.
Correct.
And it's 25 again, so you take 10 more slashing damage, doubled to 20. So it has you in its grasp, and
It was a tough round.
it is now Celine's... Nope. It is now Cacophony's turn.
Okay. I'm going to try. Do I notice that it's
Uh-oh.
shadowy but not? I don't know. Do I get the sense that I could use
Roll a
the
perception.
Okay. 13.
13. It definitely looks like it's influenced by shadow,
Okay.
and so you don't see any reason why you couldn't. Though knowing how it worked before, you get the sense that it's certainly got a lot of vigor and verve if you were trying to just one-hit this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you did it closer to death, that might be something.
Yeah.
Good to
Okay.
think about. Good to think about.
Yeah, that's true.
I have an idea. Eldritch blast it and pull it nearer. Can't believe you took that one.
I changed it though. That's why I now have.
You
Oh
changed-
yes, mage armor on myself.
Okay, is
At
that an
will, that-
action?
No, it's just at will.
Well, that's
Okay,
still-
so we'll say for the sake of
Is it-
this,
oh,
She
is
did
you
it.
you did this
Yeah.
on your way down here because it
Yes,
lasts
I
8
forgot.
hours long or whatever.
Yeah.
So you are mage armored up.
Yes.
Very
Perfect.
good.
Smart.
You don't need to
Yep.
waste an action on that.
Wait, so did you
Okay.
change it to push instead of pull?
No, I took
She
the
took mage armor.
mage armor instead of either. Because I lost that when I
Yeah, that works.
split my levels, and now I got
gotcha.
it back, so I had the opportunity to do something
Smart.
smarter. Okay. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Please
Do
roll
it.
your
Do
attacks.
What do you have? 3 of them now?
Yes. 17.
Total?
Yeah.
17 misses.
Ooh.
Hi.
All right.
Oh, that misses.
Second one misses.
They all miss.
So, as the necrosis washes over you, you kind of almost just reactively, poof, 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 and all 3 just sail off past the creature as you are almost like just in a panic shooting at it.
Wide
like-
left, wide right.
It's like
Right
when
into the
10
ground.
feet in front of me. How can I miss all 3?
it's like when Harry bursts into the room and just shoots. Was it Harry? Yep.
Yeah.
They gave me a gun.
You're alive and
It's a terrible shot.
They slapped this vest on me and they gave me a gun.
Pretty much what happened. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That was Cacophony. Are you moving at all, Cacophony?
Better watch out. You might fall into the pit after those 3 shots.
I think I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay, you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Ray, you are in the grasp of the creature.
You dare hit me? Ray will rage.
Yeah.
If I'm grappled, am I able to still hit it? Or...
You are. You just have
Okay.
you have a 0 movement speed.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just hit it.
Okay.
Attack its thumb.
Let's risk it. I'll recklessly do it. Not
Okay.
recklessly, I'm sorry. I will reckless, but I'll also great weapons.
Great weapons.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Ooh, that should do it. 22.
22 hits.
Bring it down.
Down China.
25.
Okay. First hammer blow smashes into its lengthy vertebrae neck and crushes several of them. The purple shadow swirling around your hammer as you bring your second blow to bear.
Uh, 15. That
Misses. As you seek to pierce through with the other side of your non-reforged hammer, you are
That means we could have definitely reforged it there.
100%. You continue
Did we
in.
just- didn't
Did we
we-
just forget?
Yeah, didn't we say we were trying to do that and you shoot us along?
Yes, he shoot us
I
along.
didn't shoo you along.
He
I know.
shoot us
It was
along.
his fault, not
I
ours.
described
No, no.
what was happening with
It
him.
was totally your fault, not ours.
He, yeah,
we didn't
he,
forget.
he shoot us along.
It was all
Yeah.
on you.
We'll listen back.
I didn't. No, I didn't forget.
We'll hold it for you against you forever.
That's okay. I mean, if you want to retcon and go back to that after this battle, I will. If you were going to try that, I'll do that. It was not my intention to not let you do it. I mean, that's why the forger's there, among other things. But we can retcon that. So you try. Well, whether you pierced or tried to smash a second time
This is going to be a weird retcon.
will be dictated by future rolls. And that's in your turn. Manny, you're up.
He's gonna stand up
Yep.
and he's gonna throw
Half
his.
of your movement.
Yep, he's gonna throw his spear, his glaive, at the bad guy.
Okay, very good.
16 on the die should do it.
Hits.
All right, first one, second one. Okay, that'll be 19.
19 total damage. Very good.
So 19
that-
hits.
Oh, 19 hits, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm doing damage.
Got it. You're doing both your rolls first.
Yes.
So both of your glaive strikes pierce into the hind quarters and rear of the wings of the creature as you're slashing away at it, doing how much damage?
All right, 10. 24. 30. 36.
36 total.
Yeah.
All right, very good. As it is now Anthony's turn. Ray held firm by the creature. Are you staying there, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Ray held firm by the creature, having watched it release its breath weapon, and it is gearing up for its next movement.
I don't want to use any spells. You're getting hurt bad, aren't you?
I'm fine.
Oh, alright. I will then... I'm too far away from it now.
Did he look like he took the full damage?
He did.
Okay.
Let's see if... This will be
I
fun.
hope this is Falcon.
I will
He got spirited away in that before the explosion.
Felglass was bronze.
pull my shoulder back, and a radiant lance will appear as I launch it at the dragon as I cast Ralathim's Psychic Lance.
How do you say that word?
Flavor.
Growl of him.
It's a dude's name, or lady's name. I actually have no idea.
Could be a pet's name.
What level spell?
4.
Nice.
Mhm.
Make your attack.
I'm sorry, this is a save. Intelligence saving throw.
Int save.
Psychic
Must
Lance. Yep.
Psychic Lance. Picking all of my -3 skill sets.
Ooh.
Here we go. You can see it.
Nope.
It's a 15 -3.
Yay!
12.
It is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Oh.
And it takes 7d6.
So do I just
Can't take actions or reactions.
drop from its arms?
Nope. Still holds you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
You could
That's
probably
It's
try
not
to
really
get out.
incapacitated.
You could probably try to get out though.
I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Okay, Sheen.
Hold on.
Are you staying there?
Hold on.
Oh, there's damage. Of course there's damage.
Seriously? 7, and I got 14.
You rolled
14
a,
psychic damage.
You rolled a 76 and got 14.
I did. They were all
That's-
1s and 2s.
That's almost like statistically impossible.
What's the average?
That's
4 times 28.
Wow.
Double that.
Very bad.
sorry.
That's it.
He's
Well-
incapacitated. I actually did what I wanted.
A seizes up, grasping Ray in its hands, unable to really take any fine motor movements. And as it's seizing, you kind of, Ray, you see it just looking at you, trying to open its mouth and bite you, but it can't. As
It
Hashim,
goes,
you are up.
"Arr!"
Okay. So,
Okay.
can you, real quick, explain sneak attack here to me? You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet.
Which Ray is.
Okay.
Yep. So
So-
you don't have advantage, but you do have sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I always thought you had to have advantage to have
Nope.
sneak attack.
If you have advantage, it does give you sneak attack, but if you just have an adjacent foe, you get sneak attack without advantage.
So now that I'm a level 2 rogue, I want a bonus action hide. to give myself advantage.
Okay.
To give myself elven accuracy.
I would say that
Behind the statue.
Yeah.
you can try to duck behind the statue here that's been crushed and fallen.
Because I imagine it's got its head now stuck on Ray.
Yes. So go ahead and make your bonus action stealth roll.
That was the thing I wanted to do as my BA last round, and I forgot I can do that now. 27.
Hits. So you get your sneak attack with this.
Okay, so do I get advantage with it?
Yes, you do.
Because that was my bonus action
Yep,
high.
you do have advantage, so you
Okay.
could roll your 2 more because you're elven accuracy.
All right.
Just
so-
roll 2 more, not 3.
Oh, no,
You
that
already-
was my bonus action to hide. This is 27.
That was a stealth roll.
Oh, yes, then, yep, you're good. Now you can roll stealth.
Okay.
Or your hit. I'm sorry, got to
Yep,
back.
thank you. All right, now it's
You're
my
right.
first attack with sharp shot.
Yep.
That one's outside of the... That's going to hit, though. 21.
Hits.
Second one I'm going to do.
Second one.
Do I have to hide again? Oh, I
No, you basically pop out and take your shot.
can't. Is this one
And-
with thing again?
The second one is also with advantage, yep.
Oh, really?
Because he has multi-attack with,
Oh.
as a ranger. So if he didn't have multi-attack, then the offhand attack would not have been advantage.
Ah,
But
all
because
part
it's
of the same
multi-attack,
action. It's
it's
the
all
same.
part of the same action.
Cool.
I rolled a crit.
I like that.
Nice.
I am going to drop a smite.
Please do.
Nice.
This
Okay.
is exactly what he wants us to do.
So I have 2 sneak attacks, right?
So
Or
you
no, I have
get
1. I get 1.
Yep. So the sneak attack die is 2d6.
Yep. No, it's 1.
1d6 still? 'Cause
Every
you're level 2.
First, third,
Got it.
fifth.
So it's 1d6.
Not doubled, though, because I was on the first one. Do I get it on... I don't get it on
No, you don't
both.
get that doubled. Just on the second roll.
I have my favored foe, which would have been on the first attack. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, those 2 would have been on the first attack as well.
So, okay, so that's just 1d4.
Yep. And then it's going to be 2d10 for the second one. So it's 3d10.
3d10.
And then it's my 68 on top of that.
Because you critted the smite.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. First d10. 3, 8. 1. 12 plus 20. 32.
Yep.
Plus 5.
37.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. Plus 7.
Okay. 44.
And then 68. I'm just going to do that on here.
44 plus 6d8.
Another 15.
Okay, so 59 total.
Oh.
All right, you smash this thing in its back left hind quarters, and its leg just kind of explodes under the radiant devastation that you unleash. It kind of lurches backwards, and as it is going, it looks to you like it's just going to try to pull Ray with it down. But Selena's up, and as its body is disintegrating under the radiant blows of you all, it has some life left. But Ray can, Selene can do something here to see if she
Oh.
tries to stop it.
I would try to run up and grab onto Ray. I didn't move yet, technically. Well, you moved me 5 feet, call it.
Yeah.
So I have 25 feet.
25 puts you 5 feet short.
Okay, it's fine.
I mean, Ray still has her wings.
I know, I'm just trying. I would try
Okay.
to grab you.
And it is now Celine's turn.
So you're gonna do the same thing for the last time.
Okay. She will cast another
He's not.
guiding bolt at level 2 while she makes her cookies. Go. That is another miss.
Oh.
Sorry.
Not very guided.
Nope.
Nope.
Guiding bolt. Strikes. Untrue. As the creature just grasps you into its arms and pulls you over the side. And you plummet down into the lava.
Wow.
feel like it would take a
Not in
little
6
bit.
seconds, though.
Technically, yes. Terminal velocity is reached very quickly.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. You'd go.
I'm gonna fall 200 feet in 6 seconds?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, if you calculate the physics of it. Go ahead.
I'm just curious now.
How
Go
far
ahead.
can you drop in
Do the
free
math.
fall in 6 seconds? Let's do that.
Gravity times.
I was hoping I'd have at least one
How far?
In an aerodynamic fashion,
Can
since
I
the dragon's
fall
clearly not spreading out.
in 6 seconds.
How far can you fall in free fall?
It's at least 200 feet.
180 meters.
Yeah,
I thought it
almost
took a
600.
while to hit terminal velocity.
At least 500 feet.
Over the last second, they will fall about 138 feet,
Wow.
Wow.
averaging a speed of about 95 miles per hour.
Cannonball!
So basically,
Okay.
you would just plummet right into the lava.
Yep. 8 seconds is 313.6 feet.
Yep.
Wow.
What size
As
is
it does,
I was hoping I'd have
as
at least
it
a
as it impacts,
save.
You did cast
it
that,
dies because of the bludgeoning damage that will be enough to kill it.
Oh.
You are
Darn
released.
Darn.
Seek it.
You are released and immediately go to the surface because of water walking that you
Actually,
cast
I'm
upon
still
yourself.
flying, so I would fly above the surface.
Hmm?
I'm still flying, so I'd probably go above the
Sure,
surface.
but
Not during the
the
fall, you won't.
natural action of the
Pulling.
spell moves you up,
Oh, yeah.
so you're not just.
In the lava.
Yep.
Wow.
But in hitting the lava, you take, and being fully submerged, you take 18d10 damage.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's really trying to kill me.
Have you ever jumped on a waterbed?
I'm not.
I feel like with water walking, that's
She's
kind of
too
how.
young,
That's
remember?
kind of. Oh yeah, they don't make those anymore. If you landed on the lava with water walking, that's kind of what it would feel like. Just
Right,
a
18d10 damage does 82 fire damage to
Goodness
you.
gracious.
Wow.
As the creature is no more.
Oh yes.
And you fly back up
I feel like he was
and
just
land
trying to kill me.
as you are scorched and
This is last
singed
night.
and very badly burned,
Yeah.
like Mustafa.
Very
What
badly
does her
burned.
What does her
That
hair look
hurt?
like?
Your hair is gone.
You made me bald?
The end.
It is
Oh, I
burned
didn't know that.
off.
Okay, cool.
Oh my goodness.
The quest
Do you want to
ends.
pray for your hair to
This
regrow?
is Raisin.
Not worth it.
Take some of the water out and like dump it on you to soak the burns. It's magical water.
I'll try it. Ray will dump magical
Okay,
water.
Ray's
on
like,
me.
Did we make it holy as well?
We did.
Now it's that scene from Flashdance.
I thought you did. You did. It totally is holy water.
What a feeling!
the water soothes slightly, but
Ouch.
I didn't know how magical.
you
it was.
are deeply burned, but the shadow dragon is no more.
Is there any pieces of charcoal around?
Charcoal?
Yeah. I mean, it's fire, like pieces
There's-
of burned logs or
You
wood.
took that much damage?
Not really.
Yeah. He did 82 points, and then he did 30 points, and then he did 40 points.
Yeah, she took all the
I
hits.
don't.
40.
I don't remember where the 40
It was the
Oh, yeah.
20 and 20.
Start at the
Slashing.
beginning.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because it's doubled.
You
Yeah.
suck. Oh yeah, because it's doubled. All right, fair enough.
That effect wears off right about now, by the way.
Yeah.
How about
Perfect
we speak to
timing.
animals?
Hmm?
Do I still have to speak to animals?
You still speak with animals.
All right. Good. As it was dying, I said, "You should have let us go."
In your mind, you hear, I did my job.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna get distracted in whatever next fight happens on purpose.
Let
Was
us
it-
now
Spend
retcon
any
to the
slots.
anvil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ray,
With
my
her
beautiful
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
your hair is back.
Ray grabs a piece of charcoal from the forge. I feel like I'm gonna need this.
Okay.
Fair.
She's
You
gonna
have-
draw little runes on her bald scalp.
Oh, fun.
Well, as we lose it 20 minutes in the future.
Yeah.
But now we're in the past where you have.
Old timey
Well, you know, we're retconning the hammer. We can
Yeah.
retcon. I pick up a
Okay,
piece of.
you hand the hammer over to Anthony and ask him to reforge it.
Can you? But first, like, do you feel like you're able to?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask if it's possible first. So Ray would cast augury and ask if it's possible to reforge her
Not
hammer
so.
here.
It's such a waste of a spell now.
It's still such a
You've used it like 6
I like that
times
spell.
in
This
2
is the
sessions.
second time I used it.
Third.
I think divination and augury, they're all very useful.
40d6 healing from Cackles.
For what?
Extend
useful.
vitality of life.
No. All those first levels from
Third level.
from paladins are
That's helpful.
Holy crap.
It's a lot of healing.
In total? Like,
Wait,
does
What happened?
No, I think it's you split it up until
Just
it's gone. So
got
she could
healing.
give
Where
Okay,
is
I mean,
someone 100.
I'll take
of
some.
life?
I need like 20.
Yeah, she could give like 40 to one person, 5
level-
to another,
where is that in
100
here?
to another.
I feel like you need it.
She says she has a second list.
My healing lay on hands.
So
pool
it's
is
third
60.
level?
I could heal you for
Extended.
Third
Some of that.
yeah, third level, 1 sorcery.
Did she say
Vitality.
40d6?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Vitality of life.
2 minutes
Did she
total
roll it?
casting.
I'm gonna roll it for her right here.
Are we
That's a
still
lot of
on the
dice.
bridges while she
Mhm.
casts it? Or is she gonna do it when we get out of the bridge area?
It's on her
That's a
bonus
lot of
list.
sixes. It's 139 points of healing.
You're full.
Wow.
Could I?
Are you full?
Oh, yeah. You need it.
Oh,
more
are you
than
giving it all to me?
that. I don't. Well, what's. Add 139. Where does that put you? Just curious. I can't do that math.
216. That would bring me 1 below full.
Could I take like
30?
15?
You should be full before the tank is full.
If I do 15, I'll be at like 104 of 107. I'd feel okay with that.
I
Okay, so if you get 15, then you get 114. 124. 124.
got it.
Cool.
Does anyone else need healing?
No, he never attacks me anymore. It's pretty nice.
I feel pretty good now.
You were all
Thanks,
over
Celine.
here.
I know, I did that on
yeah, I
purpose
feel
too.
good.
Pretty good here.
Does
Try the
Cacophony
hangnail.
need any?
Thank you.
Why don't
I
you
could
take
delete
like?
I could take some, but I don't need
much do you want?
to.
Why don't you take another? Why don't you take 10 and now you
10?
just subtract 10?
Okay. Okay.
That's still
That
fine
feels
by
really
me.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah.
Wait, we have a cleric?
Yeah. Apparently.
Wow.
Ray is gonna
very
draw
nice.
her ancestor's crest on her
Oh,
bald
nice.
scalp.
It looks. Ooh.
You know, it's
Roll
actually
roll a disadvantaged
Constitution?
artisan check.
You don't
Oh.
need. You're just.
I was
healing
saying
your
Constitution
skin.
because
check?
It's
the burns
or-
are pretty
or,
pretty recent.
Yeah, well, they're just
And a
healed.
butterfly. She's gonna
Oh,
attempt
fair
to draw
enough,
a
okay.
butterfly too.
So
Going down her forehead.
she heals the the burns, but the hair is still gone.
Right.
You know, it's actually not uncommon for giants to be bald.
It's true. Stone
She
giants. Stone giants.
Most of the purple ones aren't
Not-
bald, though.
Darn. I didn't actually hear what
It's
you said. I'm
fine.
so sorry.
I said most of the purple ones aren't bald.
But you're
though.
gray like
Oh.
a stone giant, so you're all right.
Shut up!
And burned like a fire giant. Wow.
You guys are horrible.
Go ahead and roll your
You gotta pick on the kid. Just gotta get tough.
calligraphy.
I like
Sleight of
it.
hand?
Not even roll as.
Dex.
Do you have
I have
proficiency with the
calligraphy.
calligraphy
Oh, no, I got rid of this.
set, tool set?
No, but I
Okay.
am proficient with wood carver, so I could carve it into
Oh
my
my god.
skull.
Oh wait, time out. I'm proficient with calligraphy tools.
Oh, can you draw?
Why?
I don't know.
He was a forger.
That's right. We've never used this before. I'm actually a really talented drawer.
Can you draw my family crest? It's here's my belt, and just match it, and then if you could add like a little butterflies all over my scalp too.
Sure.
Okay.
I grind up the
Charcoal?
The charcoal. I take some of that holy water and I make like a paste-ish
paste.
sort of thing. And
Oh,
Nice
did you
henna
get a needle
tattoo?
out and start
this
tattooing
is
it?
gonna be a little
Yeah.
bit like a Maori tattoo.
Oh,
It's
I
gonna
like
look a little
that.
bit,
Get
but
the
it's gonna
piece.
be in
Why
there.
not? Why not a henna tattoo? I don't want it forever,
Your hair will grow back.
Yeah.
but I don't want to take more damage.
You're not going
You
to.
won't take
It's
Okay.
just under the skin. Kind of a lot.
Okay, do a good job.
What do I roll?
If you roll a crit fail, I
It's
will hate
definitely
you
a-
forever.
Let's-
Dexterity.
Does it just happen?
this is gonna take some time to do this well. Do you
No.
want to take time?
On the
it's
bridge?
not
Then
gonna
just
take time.
draw on her head.
No.
Yeah, you don't have to do a tattoo. Just draw.
I'm
I will-
trying to add flavor.
Yeah, but giving a tattoo is
To a
not
13-year-old.
not a quick and easy thing.
Sure it is.
Aren't you 17?
They do it in prison
Not-
all the
I don't
time.
believe
Oh,
so.
Yeah, but they have time
think-
there.
Yeah, they
Real
spell
one.
words like mom,
How advanced could this
But
giant
no.
crest be?
love, and hate.
Because this way I could redo.
All right, whatever. Finger paint. Here we go. Great. Mwah.
I like
Roll
the tattoo
your
better.
calligraphy.
What is that?
I like the tattoo.
It's
Sleight of
your
hand?
dex plus your proficiency.
Oh.
Yeah. Which would be sleight of hand too if he's proficient, right?
Well, it's the same number. All right. It's been a while.
Oh gosh, good thing I didn't let you tattoo
I got a
it.
12.
Yeah, seriously.
I got a 12.
Okay, you can't really see, but to the rest of you, it looks like a rune and a butterfly.
And Mickey Mouse.
Very nice
But it's-
machine. Very
it's-
nice.
You know, fat fingered a little bit.
I
So
don't have all my equipment.
some of the detail is lost in the
My
in
usual
the crest.
medium is
Brush or
oil
color.
paint on canvas. So okay.
All right. Meanwhile,
Yes, back.
back at the forge pre-fight.
All right. If
So-
I have to use another spell slot, it better be worth it.
Ray casted augury. Does she feel like that the
Yes,
hammer
she
is
feels
able
like
to?
this could work.
All
You
right.
get a. The butterflies all flutter
wheel?
around the forge.
Can you fix it? Should I anvil it,
I
or
will-
should you?
I'll try.
She
Thank
handles
you.
it with her own hammer.
Have you ever anviled before?
As you look at this, you know that you're going to need the same slurry of star metal and adamantine. So, the forge has already been kindled, but you need to melt. You need to create more.
Oh,
I
I
will
was
do.
told when I broke this by, I think Moshi, he told me this was a staff of the Magi, in case you needed to know that. And this has the hopper in it, which is the mote of time and space.
Okay.
He's
I
not-
would
I
like
don't know
to
what
use.
either of them
I
do.
would like to use sleight of hand to pocket the
Blink.
staff of the Magi
Yeah.
and replace it with some random piece in the forge. Can't believe you
Piece
have
of
a staff of the
driftwood.
Magi.
I didn't
Alright.
know what
It's
it
a
did.
broken staff of the Magi.
All right,
if you
so I will.
fix it. Could she do that
I
again?
will gather the pieces and parts
I don't think I've ever
that I
used
need
it.
Yes,
to
you
do
have.
this.
You broke
But
it.
I
You
also will
I did
question
break it.
the contents of this hammer.
Uh-huh. Oh, there's also a couple souls in there. Be careful.
Right, you said this before.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's going to happen to them in the process. I'm wondering if you could ask them if they can find a way, like maybe to hang out in here for a minute while I do it.
I don't know how to transfer souls.
Maybe they do. I don't know.
Hey, Ollie? Do you want to be trapped in sunglasses for the rest of your life or in my hammer the rest
they
of your
can
life?
go back. if
What's
I
the
let them.
difference?
I don't know.
I'm not coming out either way.
I don't know. I don't know the danger of this. I wouldn't have forged that with me and this with me inside of it. Obviously, that'd be impossible, but still. All right, what am I rolling?
First is the smithing roll for joining the two the metals together, star metal and adamantine.
Hey, while I'm holding this hammer,
How do you see?
can I communicate with these things in here?
You don't have the same sort of connection that Ray does,
Okay.
so no.
Okay. I guess I'm using advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Delete. So smithing.
Yep.
What are we? Strength and intelligence. Or just
Strength and intelligence and proficiency.
Well,
You have 5 left.
29.
Okay, the slurry is created easily, and you now
I could have done this before.
make the mold to
Ooh, it's a bigger mold.
essentially be able to. You're putting a circular, like 2 circular latches around it to clamp it together, and then you're essentially sealing it with that. That Japanese like kigasuri or whatever it's called. I can't remember where they use the
Oh,
gold
yes,
and the
yes,
brakes.
yes.
Oh.
You're kind of doing that with the adamantine and star metal slurry.
Wow.
with bound together with the kind of the latch.
See, I
so-
thought it was out of practice, but I'm doing pretty sweet. Right.
So first it's the mold to create the latch. Go ahead and do the same roll.
Did we check to see if there's anything worth taking
25?
in this forge?
We
The,
didn't check.
the
I was
mold
thinking
is
about that.
created.
Yeah, we should.
Now you pour the slurry to create both the mold and the connection as you join them together.
Delete. Is this strength as well?
This is.
Can I help him with strength?
Ooh.
You can give him. Well, he's already rolling with advantage.
Oh, okay.
18.
Kintsugi.
Kintsugi. There you go. Thank you. Kintsugi. It still
Genuine.
succeeds.
Oh, I'm getting weaker as the time goes on.
I can help you with
the
strength.
genuine,
Sincere. Yeah.
sincere. That's
Yeah,
it.
that was.
You know what would help, I think?
What?
If
Without
you held it
wax.
together while I blast it with sunlight.
And that is the final. Now,
It's final countdown.
in the same way, Staff of the Magi. The staff is recreated. It doesn't have its arcane power. However, it is able to hold a spell. The usual spells within a Staff of the Magi are a cataclysm, a massive explosion. However, you can infuse in this final arcane joining now a different spell.
Permanently?
It would operate
Like
the
refresh?
same way once a day.
Do I think that I need to forge
Wow.
this with Starlight first, and then I can pick, or whatever I use is going in?
No, basically, you would forge it with Starlight because you have the illumination, but in so doing, you would use your arcane abeyance, the abilities that you have, to essentially put a spell in there. You would have to use 2 spell slots, one for the stars and one for the spell.
There's got to be a long rest in here somewhere.
I don't think so. I think this is just a trap.
Is it though? Because there's long-term ramifications versus short-term risk here.
Okay, Ray, we're on the last step,
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
but I'm gonna have to change your staff. Whatever spell it had prior is gone. I can put a new one in.
Okay.
What
That's
would
what it
be-
has to be done.
What would be useful to you?
Damage.
Unseen servant? Because it's been very useful lately.
Probably not. What would be
Gift of
useful?
alacrity.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Zentelia says wish. Yeah, cast wish.
If I use if I want to put the same spell I'm casting into it,
Yep.
do I have to cast it twice?
No.
Okay. I have every spell is available then.
I
Wouldn't
don't know
have
what
been.
that means.
Every spell.
Every spell. Because he's going to use a cantrip to get the illumination in.
I don't know what your spells are.
Cackles,
Did you see what I did previously?
Celine comes up to you and she casts guidance upon you so that you have an extra D4.
Oh, you were actually helping me? No, you're helping Ray. Got
Yes,
it.
correct.
Understood. All right. What? So
spells do
the
you
spell
have?
that I just cast to make this is called Sunbeam, and for a minute, every action you can launch that ray of sunlight.
Does that mean you can do that once a day?
Yes, I can now.
Oh, did you
No,
take
no,
that?
no.
you
I have a
didn't.
phylactery.
I'm
I
actually
can cast
pulling
it
out
twice
story.
a day using slots. It does 68 radiant
Wait,
damage,
does that mean that would have been for free though before if it came out of the glasses?
and it blinds the creature.
what did you
Oh,
take
that's
instead of that?
helpful.
That sounds very useful.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, instead of putting that in my
Yeah.
glasses,
He did immunity.
I know that.
for the future of existence, so I can fight back the void again. I
Oh,
chose
okay.
the path I was put
If
upon.
I saw into your soul, would the void be growing larger or smaller?
You would not see the
Oh, I
Alright,
did
fair
before.
enough. What spell are we putting in?
void. You were lied to.
Oh, sickening radiance.
Char speaks to all of
I was
us.
thinking that. I don't.
All
I
right,
don't think
baby.
So.
I did
I'm trying to.
see through a way through the darkness, though. There was definitely beneficial parts of that whole thing.
Nice. Probably not choosing the phylactery. What would be useful to you? What
Damage?
do you need?
I like making things hurt. I like inflicting pain.
Disintegrate?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a reaction. You don't have any reactions, do you?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, my 4d6 to help people if they get hurt. 3d6.
Lowering their damage.
Okay. I'm gonna put temporal shunt into it.
Which one's that one?
It's a great thing to be in a weapon. You target a creature who has made an attack or starts to cast a spell, and it does a wisdom save, and if it fails, it vanishes to another plane and wastes whatever it was doing.
It's 1 round. It's a 1 round.
Yeah.
What's the
banishment.
spell save though for
It
her?
I
is-
feel like
and
I'm
the
not
range is
smart
120
enough to
feet.
It
use
is
that one.
Anthony's. It is Anthony's.
Yeah, you are.
All of his stats go with it.
Oh,
Once
there
a
you go.
day, you get to banish something for 1 round.
Okay.
I mean, you have so many other damage options.
Think
this
of
is
it
a
this
very
way.
useful. It's a useful
Molly,
option
we
for
know
all
you
of us.
have it, so we can tell you to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I'd rather do a buttload of damage, but okay.
I mean, that's not.
You
I
can
don't,
prevent a
so
buttload
this
of
is-
damage.
I don't really have something that would do that for you that you couldn't do already with your
In
hammer.
one sense, it's like your damage reduction on steroids.
Okay.
So rather than someone
That's fine.
getting critted, you could be like, "Nope, I'm shunting them away."
Yeah,
And then we
this,
can
you couldn't do
triangulate on it.
damage in this instance anyway, right?
Okay.
It would
It's
only
not your
be
turn.
because it's not your turn.
Yeah,
You could only minimize their damage.
Well, that's if I didn't heal someone with my reaction already.
I think it's more I think this is more useful than anything else I could give you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
Thank
do
you.
that. Okay, and sadly, I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna do it with Sunbeam again, so that this actually works. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna put temporal shunt in there.
Okay. Roll your Arcana, and you are guided as well.
I'm gonna delete,
Okay.
and our guidance is
You have a
4.
D4.
Yep.
Such
your
low
guidance.
dice. I don't have any.
Oops, that was 4.
It was
Hey!
31.
Wow.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
You needed to get over 25.
Oof.
Very nice.
And you succeed. Molly / Ray.
Thank you!
And as the hammer is reforged, you all see standing in this cavernous forge the visages of 5
Ooh.
storm giants
Ah.
And 1 cloud giant?
and 1 cloud giant.
And 1 monk.
And they are looking at you, Anthony. They all put a hand over their heart and they bow their head towards you, Anthony,
Wow.
Ray will do that too.
in thanks.
That's 2 major
Yes.
equipment things today.
Yeah.
I'll do the same symbol back.
This scares me. 'Cause that means we're coming to the end.
We are coming to the end.
Thank you so much. My dad gave me this hammer, and all my other ancestors used it, and I've been so sad that it's broken because I had to break it, and well, a lot of my party members died. So thank you so much for helping it.
You know, I actually feel like now I'm supposed to be on your team.
You did it.
I wasn't
before?
sure before.
You've been with me for like 4 years.
All right.
Ray,
Conclusive.
Ancestor's Fury, which is the name of your hammer,
Woo!
Nice.
I get my
You've been waiting.
D12 again.
is back to your D12. Every time you hit, because of the upgrade,
You temporal shunt someone.
no, it's
That would be nasty.
Be annoying. This takes forever to kill them.
it's 2d12.
Nice.
2 D12?
Yep. Or
Oh.
1d20, your choice.
Can we redo the dragon fight?
Time out. Time out. Does that mean like she has to choose right now forever?
Yes.
Mathematically, it's a 2d12.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always the better choice.
Okay, I'll go with math.
Okay.
Except unless she's not an orc, so she. Never mind. Go
The
ahead.
she can roll a 24 versus a 20.
Yeah.
I know, but critting only doubles one of those. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, 2d12.
Sure.
Why would
Alright.
it? Why would it? It's every time. Critting would do 4d12.
Critting 1, do 4d12.
No, it only.
Yeah.
Critting only doubles one of the dice. That's what's supposed to happen.
No, not anymore, because I get.
One attack is two of the rolls.
Yes.
It's not that each.
It's all right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure,
There's a dice
yeah.
roll.
But we're
my
gonna.
2d12.
A 2d12 would go to 4d12 if it's crit. I'll just clarify for how we'll play.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
So I guess I was wrong about that. I was
Well,
like,
if it's I think I've always played in these games like
Most people do.
if someone uses 2d6, it goes to 4d6. But I
Yeah.
think you are right. I think technically it's
One more dice.
one of the dice. Yeah, one more die is added
Oh,
as
but I
opposed to
just
just
rolled a
double.
crit
But
on
it's
my
double for everything
D20.
except
Okay.
for a great sword.
Again, Molly.
But
You can
I'll
actually
go with the maths.
you
I'll go
can
with the
get
maths.
20 like a couple of different ways now.
It's a pretty sweet hammer.
That is an awesome hammer.
it is an artifact hammer. It is it is supposed to be very, very
Oh.
strong.
I don't want to slash.
All right.
And you can temporarily shunt people.
Yeah.
This is crazy, this thing. And it's got the mode of time and space stuck
Yeah.
in it.
And it's in the hands of a 13-year-old.
All right. Molly, you are beaming as your hammer is completed.
You don't even care that your hair's gone.
You don't even care that your hair's gone because you got your hammer back.
Instead, he also adds the picture of a reforged hammer
All right,
onto my scalp.
Fair.
That's fun. And so as you all, with the last of Ray's flight, cross the bridge, you traverse through another rock formation where you come to an overlook of what looks to be almost a coliseum or a colonnade that has a massive pool of fire in the center that leads to another bridge which is fully intact but is made of bronze. And it leads out into the distance, and the haze of fire and smoke obfuscates that distance. But as you approach kind of in an overlook position, down below you see several patrols of fire giants, all shrouded in shadow. And
Bow to my power!
that's where we're gonna pick things up next
Didn't even
week.
try to hide.
No, she doesn't actually say that. Molly says that.
So we will allow different roles and whatever you're gonna do. I just gotta. This thing.
Holy smokes.
Whoa!
This is kind of what you see.
Yo.
Oh man. cool.
Very
So it is
Looks like glasses.
a very large map, which I will not be able to put all on camera, but there are giants that are all around it on
Excellent.
patrol.
Excellent.
We take a short rest.
In shade form?
They're shrouded in
They are
shadow.
shrouded in shadow. And there is one in particular, a smaller one among them with no weapons.
Oh, it's your little monk friend.
Oh! Cool.
Let's kill him first.
Aw.
And
Save us
we
all.
can observe that more next time. So, thank you so much for sticking around with us and watching this
little baby. Okay,
fiery
kill it.
fiery bridge battle with a lesser death dragon, which you guys just obliterated.
And obliterated me.
You're welcome.
He got his shots in, as one does.
Oh, he did his
That
job.
extension on that spell, Celine, is broken. I hate it.
The healing?
Crazy.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. I wish I would have thought of it. Really good. Really good. But, any Hoosers, we hope that you join us next Tuesday night, starting at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, when we will pick things up right here as we continue to loot, die, and repeat. Have a great night, everyone. Cheers.